Okay. Hello, everybody. Is everybody excited? Welcome back to more Octopath Traveler. Tonight is a very special night for us in this game. It is, in theory, the final episode / stream of Octopath Traveler. So we have some stuff on the agenda today, and in fact we have unfortunately more stuff than I even thought because I made a boo-boo. So the first thing you're gonna notice is that everybody is like much higher level than when we left them yesterday. I went ahead and I grinded up XP and JP in the Maw of the Ice Dragon and the Forest of Purgation for several hours last night. I don't know exactly how long I was doing it for. It's about maybe 3 or 4 hours. Cyrus, of course, is still higher level than everyone else. That's just how it's going to be. You're also going to notice that everyone is wearing different secondary job classes. Cyrus has Runeblade on. Tressa has Sorcerer. Ophelia has Scholar, and Honnet has Apothecary. Now, this is all in preparation for the final boss fight. We're gonna do the rest of our quests before we go to the boss fight. However, I was just double checking my strategy for tonight, and one thing I realized is that I did not teach Honnet and actually I'm gonna tab back into the game real quick. I did not teach Honnet the Doter's Charity Divine Skill. She needs it. It is absolutely crucial that we have it for the boss fight. And she's about 4,800 JP away from being able to buy it. Now that may seem like a lot of JP, but trust me, it's not. I can grind it out. We're gonna do that. Should I do that first? Maybe I should do that first. But let me also, I'm gonna go through the rest of my... I'm going to go through the rest of our travelers just real quick to make sure that everyone has every ability learned that they need. Basically, I gained so much JP last night that I bought, like, pretty much, with the exception of, I think, Ophelia, maybe? Every single one of our travelers knows every other traveler's support skills. Also, hi, Kalis. Before I forget, I'm always jumping ahead of myself. Let me go ahead and I'm gonna do our tweet for tonight to let everyone know that we're live. P.S. We gained like 3 or 4 subscribers since last night's stream. I don't know what happened. I don't know where these people are coming from, but thank you. Like, they're probably not even in here right now, but I'm just, for future watch, whoever has been subscribing in the last couple of days, thank you. It's making me happy because we gained a lot of subscribers from Zelda Breath of the Wild, and then during Horizon and Octopath it slowed down a lot, so I'm happy to see that. Okay, so my tweet, let's see, join us live right now on YouTube as I attempt to beat the true final boss of Octopath Traveler. Okay, now I need the link. This is all very necessary. I hate doing it, but it's necessary, you know. Gotta promote yourself, otherwise you won't get anywhere in life. I swear, it's like... Oh, come on. Oh, man. My tweet is like 2 characters too long. Okay, what can I get rid of here? Alright, instead of saying it's about to get spicy in here, I'll just say it's about to get spicy. Same, you know, sometimes you gotta shorten things on Twitter. I hate it, but it's a way of life. Alright, there we go. That is done. Okay, so going back into the game, let's see. The other party members, of course, we have Ulbrich, who has the War Master, I believe. Is it War Master? I think it's War Master. The War Master job. Therian has the Warrior job. Prim has the Cleric job. And Alphin has the Hunter job. So this is all in preparation for the boss fight, of course. I won't go into huge detail on why all of this is the way that it is. But let me go ahead and I'm gonna one for one, just switch everybody out, because I even have them in the right slots and everything. I thought I prepared, and then I took a look at Honnet, and I was like, Honnet? Oh, and we have a travel banter. What do you say we do this? I don't know. One of our last travel banters, why not? Ah, now that's the best drink I've had in a long time. You said the same last time, too. I did? Well, I'm speaking the truth. Here, have a taste of that. Not bad. You boys do look like you're having fun. Ah, Primrose, pull up a seat and join us. I'd be delighted. Do you want me to pour you more? That'd be grand. We've got lots to talk about after all. Not bad at all. A nice chat. That sounds perfect. Okay, Alphin's asleep. Is Therian asleep too? Why is his snore pzzzt? Okay, they're both asleep. Oh, they dozed off. I suppose they were tired. Oh, they look so cute snoozing away like that. Oh, okay, that was a short one, but I guess it was cute. Okay, but not why we're here. The reason we're here is because I wanna... Okay, so Ulbrich's divine skill he needs to have is Winnihild's Battle Cry. I haven't actually showed what this... I haven't even showed... Okay, so this Battle Cry for War Master, it's 50 SP, it's called Winnihild's Battle Cry, and it's wield 6 weapons to unleash 6 attacks on all foes. It's an AoE attack that hits 6 times, and it uses all 6 of your weapons equipped, and each hit of each weapon is actually based off of the damage of the individual weapon. Plus, I think a little bit of, like, Ulbrich's actual, like, attack strength as well. But it's one of the most broken, if not the most broken abilities in the game, and you will see why. Therion doesn't need to know Brand's Thunder. Prim does need to know Aelfric's Auspices, and she has it. And Alphin does not need to know Drafendi's Rage. So we're good. Other than Honnet, we're good. Alright, so what I'm going to do then is I'm going to change my party back. Pop you in, Ophelia, and Honnet, especially Honnet, because it's important. Okay, so I'm going to do this first, because I know we've also got people coming in, like Sean and Angie aren't here yet, so I'm going to do the least important thing first, I suppose. Cyrus does look awesome as the Rune Blade, doesn't he, Kalis? You know, I must say, there's a lot of different outfit combinations that I really like for the Travelers, and I suppose maybe if I regretted anything in this playthrough, and I don't really regret anything in this playthrough, but if I did, I would say it's maybe I should have given some, like, different job combinations more of a try, because really, when I was looking up a strategy on how to do the last boss, and this particular person was using these job combinations, I started to realize that, like, there's a lot of potential here. Like, Honnet, for example, having Apothecary is pretty nice, because Honnet doesn't really ever use the warrior skills that I put on her. Like, she does occasionally, but it's mostly for, like, her having access to swords and things like that. But, you know, and technically, Apothecary, like, it doesn't give her much in the way of weapons, because Apothecary can, I think, literally only use axes, and Honnet can use axes and bows, so it doesn't give her any more weapons, which is kind of unfortunate. But it does allow her to heal, which is nice, although it's only a single target heal. But then it'll allow her to poison and do other, like, tricky things like that. Like, I don't know, at least for this fight, you're gonna see why Apothecary is insane on Honnet. She's gonna be, like, one of our I mean, everybody has a role here, but Honnet's gonna be our MVP for this upcoming battle, or one of our MVPs at least. Tressa as the wizard is just kind of adorable. Look at that little wizard hat that she has on. I don't know. I really don't like Ophelia's scholar outfit. I think she looks like a firefighter in it, which is just strange to me, but this is the job she wants. Trust me, it's important. Okay, so I'm not going to go all out with the grindiness. I need to just basically worry about the JP here. So what I'm going to do, because I think the best place to get JP, there's 2 places you can grind it. You can grind in the Forest of Purgation to the west of Whispermill, or you can grind in the Maw of the Ice Dragon, which is to the south of Northreach. I'm gonna go to the Maw, because the Maw has a higher chance, even though the overall enemies give less XP and JP, the Maw has a chance for fights to become 3 Kates, and the Kate fights give you insane amounts of JP. So I think in theory, this is the best place for me to grind up JP. We're gonna flee. I mean, I know we should just be killing things here, but I'm gonna flee until I get into the cave. And then we're gonna change around a few items and skills, but then I need to remember to change them back. Like, seriously, it is crucial that my like gear and everything else remains how it is for when we actually go to the boss battle. Okay, so these wolves, I think these actually give good XP because these are in the cave that we're about to go into. So I'm gonna try to. Oh right, I don't have. Okay, I don't have the proper. Okay. Oh. Oh, Haunted. Oh, Haunted has a skill on her from the Starseer job called Divine Star or something like that. Divine Shield, I don't know. It makes her, it gives her a 25% chance when she's attacked to not take damage, like any damage. So, oh my god, Tressa. Tressa just did like 30,000 damage per wolf. Oh my god. Okay, so Tressa's obviously broken. Tressa and Cyrus are the damage dealers here. And then Ophelia and Haunted are more as, they're here as support. They are here as support, but I'll explain more once we actually get to the boss. Or like right before the boss, probably.
Let's do this!
Oh, Tressa, you're attacking first again? Alright, it's fine. Oh no, Tressa's good. She's the one that hits hard. She's the one we want to attack. How much JP is this giving us? I suppose I could, okay, 134. We'll get more JP once we get in this dang dungeon. God, I cannot believe the day has come. Hopefully we get through all of this. I think we've got enough time for everything today. We would not have had enough time if I had been grinding out XP. Like, the fact that we're getting 5,000 JP here for Haunted even is okay. So Haunted's got this stuff. She needs to wear a. Where is it? Badge of Friendship. Okay. And then she needs to, we're gonna swap this out for the, where is it? The Forbidden Bow, so that we increase the chance of enemies appearing. And I'm gonna attach one alluring ribbon here, so that we can also increase the chance even more of enemies appearing, just so that this can be quicker. And then, and then skills, Haunted, we're gonna vary, okay, we'll get rid of Divine Aura for now, but do not let me, like, I need to re-equip this. Okay, I need to re-equip this. We want Hard Worker, I believe. Yes. Okay, so we have both of the JP boosting things on Haunted, as well as a way to find battles quicker, which is what we want. Alright.
I've done my research on you.
2 DPS and 2 support is kind of normal, really. No one character has enough skills available to be totally self-sufficient. For bosses, yes, I agree with you. For grinding, you absolutely just put, like, for grinding, you basically put BP Boost, BP Eater, and then the attack or elemental attack skill on them, and then also something else that increases their damage, and then like, literally, when I was grinding up XP yesterday, no matter which character started first in battle, I could always one-shot every group of enemies on the screen. It's like, easily the best way to, like, so here I want to break this guy in the back too to get, I mean, I guess technically breaking doesn't matter here because we don't care about XP, we only care about JP, but so we got 432 JP, so we're gonna have to do, I have tea and I have Dr. Pepper today. The reason I have Dr. Pepper is because I'm finally coming off the end of it, but I'm coming off the end of having a migraine.
There is no choice.
We have been blessed! 2 battles in, and we have already found the ever-elusive... Oh god, I hope Cyrus can kill them. He probably can. Who am I kidding? Of course he can. Alright, Cyrus. You wanna just blow this board apart, sir?
great inferno to scorch the
Oh,
land.
isn't it beautiful?
Thus ends
Watch
your
how much we
lesson.
get from this. So if I had 100% more XP items on, we would have gotten 6,500 XP from that one battle. But we got 3,000, basically almost 3,500 JP from that one thing. Haunted only needs 440 more JP, and then we're done already. That's insane. The Kate battles in here, the triple Kate battles are insane. Now, I will tell you,
There is no choice.
I had my unluckiest streak of this yesterday. When I was
my arrow
grinding up my
fly and
first
true.
4 party members, I came here, and I got literally 1 Kate battle, and it only had 2 medium-sized Kates in it, and didn't have the triple Kate, which is weird for this area. And I grinded from like level 50-something all the way to 70, and I saw 1 Kate battle, and it was that one. So I thought, wow, they must have like patched this out or something. I got really, you know, crapped on here, and
A torrent of arrows.
turns out, no, I got really unlucky is what happened.
Well then, huh?
Ophelia, can you actually kill things, please? Alright, there we go.
I am not.
We may
made
still
for
need to
such
do one more
battles.
battle after this. Oh, no, that is enough. Let me double check, go into Honnet's skills. Doter's Charity, yes, learn that. Okay, so now, I need to go to Honnet. Honnet's support skills, she needs to get rid of Hard Worker in place of Divine Aura. The equipping character gains a 25% chance of nullifying any damage taken. Very important. The way I have Ophelia and Honnet built is that they are, look at that. Ophelia has 999 elemental defense. Honnet has 7, oh, Honnet actually should have more than that. Hold on. Get these off of her. So she had the Blessed Blazon and the 80/80 item as well. Okay, so now Honnet has 891 elemental defense, and wait, why does Honnet's elemental defense seem so much lower than everybody's? I didn't equip anything else. Okay, this should still be fine. I don't know. Honnet, she doesn't need that much, but trust me, the elemental defense will come in handy here. But Honnet is built for... Honnet and Ophelia are built for support, so they basically have patience so that they can maybe have extra attacks in at the end of every turn. They have Saving Grace so we can heal them over their maximum HP, and they have Elemental Edge and Divine Aura so that they have extra elemental defense on top of... and Divine Aura, so they have a chance of nullifying all attacks. Now, Tressa and Cyrus, on the other hand, they have the same skills, BP Eater, Elemental Aid, Elemental Edge, and Surpassing Power. This is so that they have the highest amount of attack possible. If you go over to their equipment, you can see that Cyrus's max elemental attack is capped. It's at 999, and Tressa's is pretty close at 965. Do not forget Divine Aura, do not forget. Thanks, friend. I did not forget Divine Aura. We put it back on. We also re-switched Honnet's... We did re-switch Honnet's stuff, right? We did, okay. Stimulating Necklace, Blessed Blazon, okay. And I think I gave Ophelia Empowering Necklace and Protective Necklace because she didn't need any more elemental defense, but she can benefit from having 1,000 more health for sure. Tressa's got one of our augmenters and a protective necklace to give her some more defense, and then Cyrus has one of the augmenters and the only mental belt we have, which gives him even more elemental attack plus a little bit of elemental defense. So I feel I feel strong about this. I feel strong, and I've got my notes written down for the battle of literally what my goals are in the battle, how to achieve those goals, and hopefully I have been thorough enough that my goal here is we are gonna one-shot this boss. Maybe not physically one-shot, but I mean, you'll see what I mean. I mean, it'll take one attempt and hopefully no more than that. That's the goal. Okay, so we've got a quest that I forgot to turn in. I said that we were all done in the coastlands, but that's not actually true. We didn't finish the Diarist's Desire quest from Grandport. I forgot to turn it in, but we did get the items for it, so we're just gonna go over there, and I'm gonna do this now. This is definitely one of those side quests where I was like, I'm doing this one for sure, because I'm pretty sure it ties in with all of the stuff we're gonna learn in... Well, you'll see at the end of the game. Alright, he's over there.
A good day to you.
I hope you're chronicling your days. A diary is a record of all you hold dear in your heart, you know. I've been keeping my diaries without fail for 70 years. I've got enough volumes to fill a whole library by now, but I don't have much to write about these days, of course. Is there still anything for an old man to experience so thrilling that it demands to be recorded in a diary? Wait. Dude, we have... Okay, what am I missing? Oh no, I thought I had all 3 items. What am I missing? No. No. What am I missing? Okay, the Direst Desire. We need 3 items. We need... Maybe I did miss one. Oh, you know what? We haven't been to Wellspring. We didn't go to Wellspring at all yesterday. That's what we're missing. We're missing something from Wellspring. Okay, we need to find... a satisfied merchant. So maybe there's like... Okay, and we're gonna buy it with Tressa. Screw stealing right now. Oh, by the way, did you guys see how much leaf I have? I officially have now hit 2 million leaf. We have 2 million leaf now. Absurd. I mean, that's just crazy. Like, there's literally nothing I can spend it on either. There's nothing in the game I need to buy. Oh, this must be the merchant. Okay. Incredible item. Wow, that's expensive, and also that takes us under 2 million. Alright, we no longer have 2 million leaf. We no longer do. Alright, now I will go and turn this in. Okay, we gotta walk all the way back to the guy. I hope Sean and Angie get here pretty soon. I don't want them to miss the the final fight. I'm assuming they're coming tonight. He didn't say anything about having to miss the stream or anything. Kalis, can you see the poll today? Because I remember yesterday you said that, like, you didn't see a poll or, you know, on the stream, and I was like, but there's a poll, right? Like, I have a poll up right now. Can you see the poll today?
A good day.
Okay, so, do we have his items? Yes. Astonishing object, incredible item, and marvelous memento. Oh. What is that you have there? Could I have a closer look? Whoa! I've never even dreamed such a thing could exist. I cannot believe this. I feel like I just discovered a whole new world of possibilities. I've got to put this down in my diary at once. The words practically write themselves. I can hardly stop myself. It's been years since I felt so inspired. Ah, what joy. Phew, now that's a proper diary entry. Thank you for this. Of course you featured in my writing as... Oh, he's saying so when he wrote about these things, he mentioned us. Okay, cool. Don't forget to keep up with your own diary, you hear? Life is long and full of many challenges. Your heart and mind will change along the way. If things get tough, try opening up your old diaries and taking a little trip down memory lane. You know, it's kind of cool, because we talked very briefly about this yesterday, but in a way, my streams are kind of like diaries to me. Like, there's something that later on in life I'll be able to look back on and be like, this is how I was, this is how I sounded, this is how I looked, this is what I was doing in life at that point in time, and it's kind of cool. Like, it's really cool being able to, like, we can chronicle our lives now in ways we haven't been able to. Like, yeah, you could write stuff down in diaries, but now you can literally film your life. You can have footage of it. It's like, you can literally see your life again if you want to, as long as you're, recording it, of course. When you are feeling lost, remembering who you were before will help you understand who you need to be now. Sean, you're here. Hello. Until we meet again, then. Alright, and there we go. That's our 4th alluring ribbon. I didn't have that for my XP grind yesterday. It didn't really matter. I do know that the alluring ribbons do stack, but honestly, I think if it saved me any time between battles, it would have been like maybe a second of time, which is not enough for me to like, you know, cry about. So, that is done now. Alright, the next... Alright, I know where I want to go. We want to go to... Where is it? Quarry Crest, somewhere over here. Right here. We have a quest called Odette and Ravello. Sorry, Ravello and Odette. It was the other way around. So we need to go and visit our old friend. You guys remember Odette? She is Cyrus's, like, I guess counterpart scholar? I don't know. Friends. They're like frenemies. They're like friends but also enemies. And then this guy looks familiar. It's Ravello. Ravello is the guy that helped us out in Prim's Chapter 3 in Noble Court. Back here again. I don't want to, but I must for Jeffrey's sake. Yes, yes, I'll be right there. How long has it been, Odette? I love that she does that. She did that to Cyrus, and now she's doing it to Ravello.
You're still here.
Oh, I thought she was gonna... I thought the whole thing was gonna be voiced for a second. Did you think I would simply oh. Twitchy fingers! Stop, twitchy fingers. That will literally spell doom if I have twitchy fingers during the boss fight. Older, but none the wiser. It seems like you still haven't learned how to take a joke. I did not come all this way for jokes, Odette. I trust you understand that. Oh, but of course. I just can't believe it's that time again. Time sure flies. Indeed, it's been 10 years since Jeffrey's passing. He took great care of you in your youth when you had no one else. I know that better than anyone. It's thanks to you both that I'm where I am today. Not a day goes by that I don't remember that. And despite all that, you never visit his grave. I'm certain Jeffrey would like to see your face from time to time. Oh, I'm certain Jeffrey would like to see your face from time to time. I've told you before, I'm not going to his grave. No matter how many times you come here, my answer will never change. I have research to do. I see. Please go home, Ravello. Your stubbornness never ceases to amaze me. Very well, I shall take my leave. Why, Odette? Kalis, oh, are you catching everybody up, Kalis? He grinded for 3 to 4 hours of stream. Everyone is 70-ish, changed some jobs up on characters and finished a side quest. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, look at everyone's cool new outfit. Cyrus is the Runeblade, Tressa's the Sorcerer, Ophelia's the Scholar, and Honet's the Apothecary. And then I think I've got Warbringer on Ulbrick, I've got Warrior on Therion, I've got Cleric on Prim, and then Alphen has the Hunter job. Okay, so this... What do I... Oh, we can actually scrutinize and purchase from Odette. Oh, wait, actually, I kind of want to see that again. A woman who was once enrolled in the Royal Academy, she soon grew frustrated with the internal bureaucracy and power struggles. Eventually, she decided to leave and continue her studies on her own in Quarry Crest. We gleaned information why she doesn't visit Jeffrey. Okay, but game, you didn't tell us why she... Okay, sure. I don't need any of this stuff, but I'll buy the Soulstone. Just, I don't know, we may need it. We won't. Like hint, we won't actually need that. All right, what do I have to do for this quest? For this quest, I need to... Wait, where am I? I'm not in the right section. I need to... Oh, we have the information. So now we just give it to Ravello, but we have to go all the way to Noble Court to give it to him, I guess. Okay, that's easy then. That's easy. Where is it? Should be up here. Right here. Okay. So we have this quest, and then we have a two-part quest in the Riverlands called Zeph and Mercedes 1 and 2. And then we have one quest in the Sunlands called King Kaleem's Conundrum. And then that is it, other than the one final side quest that we have for the final stretch of the game. Wait, I thought Ravello was supposed to be here. Where is he? Oh, maybe he's in his house. Maybe he's in his house. I don't know, we were talking about graves, so I thought maybe he'd be over there, but we can scrutinize him. A man who once served as leader of the Watchmen, though somewhat rebellious in his youth, he reformed his ways after receiving a vigorous scolding from Geoffrey, and together the two founded the Town Watch. Cool. Do you have anything nice? Mage's Staff, Elusive Shield? You can keep those, Ravello. What about your wife? Can we scrutinize her? We can. The Wife of Ravello. She used to live in Noblecourt. Wait. Used to? She's living here, right now. What? She first met her husband when Geoffrey introduced him to her after they formed the Town Watch. Despite having been told many times of his sordid past, she refuses to believe a word of it. You mean she used to live in Noblecourt? Game, go home, you're drunk. Silver Dagger, okay. Alright, Ravello, we have information for you.
What?
You know why Odette will not visit Geoffrey's grave. Pray tell me. Pray tell me, because I don't even know. The game said we gleaned the information, but it didn't tell me why. Geoffrey himself told me not to go. He was always saying, "Faith shall be your shield." But shortly before he died, he told me something else. "If I die, do not come to my grave. Do not waste your time on the dead, simply do what you must while you are alive." At that time, I thought he was joking. But looking back at it, I think he had already realized what would happen to him. So I did what he said. I dedicated myself to his research. And after 10 years, I'm finally enjoying, did she say my research? I don't know. And after 10 years, I'm finally enjoying the fruits of my labor. Thanks for listening. It looks like I can finally take a small break from work. I think I'll go find a nice flower to place on his grave. I see she had her reasons. Do not waste your time on the dead, simply do what you must while you are alive. That certainly seems like something Geoffrey would say. Perhaps I should ask him of the truth myself. Mind if I join? Odette! My apologies, Ravello, but better late than never, am I right? I finally found some time to step away from my books and see Geoffrey. I'm sure it has kept you very busy. Thank you for coming, Odette. Geoffrey was a very strict man. He scolded me more times than I can count. I remember coming to your rescue often back in those days. If he were still here, I'm sure he would have something to say about this. Why are you here? Have you forsaken your work, Odette? You would never have been so harsh. I'm certain Geoffrey is smiling, having seen you once more. Do you think so? He really was a sweet man. That was a nice, tender moment. That was nice. We get Ravello's helm. I don't know why Ravello is just giving me his helm, but I mean, I'll take it. It's not going to be anything I'm going to want to use. Oh yeah, it's one of those items that slightly reduces an elemental type attack. Alright, so that one is done. Very, very nice. Alright, let's do the Zeph and Mercedes one next. This is like, I don't want to say this is my least favorite quest. See, you guys know, we've already been through this. I ship Alphen and Zeph. And this quest canonically goes against all of my wishes for Zalfin. Or, yeah, it has to be Zalfin, right? It can't be, well, it could be Zephin. It could be Zephin, or it could be Zalfin. Wait, does that work? I don't know. Either way. They don't... In my heart, they are a ship, but in this game, they are a shipwreck. I think we do this one in Clearbrook. Actually, well... Yeah, it has to start here. It has to. I think it's probably... Oh yeah, here we go. Excuse me, can I ask you something? You see, my brother likes someone. Is it Alphen? They used to read books together a lot when they were young. Did Alphen and Zeph read books together a lot when they were young? But a few years ago, she moved far, far away. And it seems like my brother still can't forget her. Sometimes he even whispers her name. Mercedes. Dang it. Dang it. See, I don't know if he can concentrate on making medicine like that. He even tried writing her a letter about his feelings. But he hasn't sent it yet. So I was wondering if you could give it to her for him. I don't know where she lives, but... Could you do it for him? Please? What, you want to know more about her? Yes. Where does she live, and what is her greatest weakness? Well, I know she likes books. Okay. So, what do I actually do for this quest? Huh? What do I do for this quest? We are in the Riverlands. We have to steal a letter from Zeph and give it to Mercedes. Okay. Can I purchase it instead, or does it have to be stolen? Oh, I can purchase it. Wait, you're telling me that he will sell his letter to Mercedes? For 50 leaf? The love of his life? And he'll just sell this letter to us. Oh, he even... Oh my god, he even gave us a discount. He haggled away the letter. Oh my god. Tressa, this might be the most amazing purchase you've ever made. This might be the most amazing purchase you have ever made in this entire game, Tressa. You know what, Tressa, this actually makes up... This, like, almost makes up for the fact that you, gave up 1 billion leaf. Oh god. Oh no, what? No, you're not Mercedes. I don't know why I'm in here. I just, like, my brain went on, like, autopilot for a second. I need to drink more caffeine. Alright, Mercedes, I have something for you. What's that you say? Hmm? Is this letter from me? I wondered who it could be from. My dear Mercedes, how have you been? It's been 8 years since you left. Whenever I close my eyes, I imagine what your days so far away must be like. Remember when we used to read together in Clearbrook? Zeph. We used to exchange our favorite books. The ones you gave me left such an impression on me. Remember the water blooms? I know you love them so. Being with you always made my heart feel full. So when the time came, I couldn't just say goodbye. I regret it now. Me too. Since then, I've become the town apothecary. What are you doing? Where are you? I'm sure you've had some hard times over the past few years. But I hope your days have also been filled with happiness. I miss you, and I wish you all the best, wherever you are. Oh, and I've got so many good books to tell you about. Zeph. Sean says, no, it doesn't make up for 1 billion leaf. Imagine all the slippery nuts you could have bought with 1 billion leaf. Actually, sorry, I have to read it correctly. Imagine all the slippery nuts large you could have bought with all, not just any slippery nuts, particularly the large ones. I can't begin to tell you how grateful I am. To tell you the truth, I miss him a lot too. I've tried writing a letter of my own, but I hid it away in a book and I never sent it. What should I do? Oh, it's nothing. Please forget what I said. No. I already know where this is going. So begins... Yeah, so now we're already on part 2. I'm gonna purchase your letter now. Tressa? Look at this. It even says confidential. Oh my god, Tressa got us another discount. These people have no... Like, they're selling these letters. Why would you sell... What? Like, just what? Just what? Whatever, we're taking this back to Zeph now. We're basically being the little carrier pigeon for these two lovebirds. Blah. Oh, he's right here. He's outside now. Okay. Letter from Mercedes. So what's troubling you today? If it's medicine you need, then... No? Then what is it? A letter? For me? Let's see what it says. Dear Zeph, I hope this letter finds you in good health. It's been 8 years since that day. It's me, Mercedes. Do you still remember me? No, he completely forgot you. That's why he writes letters about you. I guess technically she wrote this letter a while back, she said, so, you know, okay. She didn't know that bit of information. Mercedes. I'm a librarian at the Royal Academy. I spend every day surrounded by books. It's like a dream come true. I may have moved away from Clearbrook, but I've always wanted to see your dream come true. I sure hope you're an amazing apothecary by now. Whenever I catch a cold, I always think about going to you for a diagnosis. I can't believe 8 years have passed already. At this time, there's something that I've been meaning to tell, or all this time, there's something that I've been meaning to tell you. I miss you, Zeph. There are so many good books I want to tell you about. If I ever go back to Clearbrook, I'd like to read them together. Mercedes. Mercedes. I've always... Zeph? Oh. Aren't you supposed to be running the library, ma'am? Alright, so that's it. Interesting ending. I would have assumed there was more. I mean, maybe we can speak to them now. We got a memorial axe, though. I actually... Do I want this memorial axe on Ulberic? Let me go see what he has equipped right now. Ulberic. What do you have? You have a Death Cleaver on you. Wouldn't the axe technically be better? I don't know, though. Because this one can technically poison, and it's got critical on it, which means it'll have a better damage. Like, I think this is better. I think the Death Cleaver is actually better. Because it has a higher chance of crit, and it can poison, which is good. Okay, I don't know. Are they somewhere around? Oh, they're down there. Okay, let's go talk to them. Let's go see what they say. Ugh. I've got some time off from work, so I decided to visit. When we're here together like this, it's almost as if no time has passed at all. Today is such a beautiful day. When I'm done working, we sit down and read together like this. Oh, sorry, did you need something? Okay, you know what? You guys just have a good life together. You've broken Alphin's heart. Have a good life. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. See you later. No, I'm not bitter at all. Okay. Alright, we've got one more side quest left, and then the final side quests for the boss. The final boss. You know what I'm saying. We're going to Marceline for this one. They're literally charging me to be UPS. Well, but see, the thing is the game just said purchase. It didn't say, like, for all we know, they didn't expect to get the letters back, nor to have the letters be delivered. They just were like, yeah, I could use a couple extra bucks, so here's my love letter to this woman that I wrote, like, a long time ago. How silly. Alright. So I think we need to go up here to the palace. Get somewhere to the north here. Aha! There is King Kaleem. Actually, there's this guy too. Who is this? Minister. Okay. Does he have anything good on him? Technically that's good, but I ain't paying that much for it. Yes, I have 2 million leaf. No, I don't care. I'm not spending that much money on an item I don't really need. If it were revitalizing, yes, I absolutely would. I will take a healing great bunch. I don't know why. We're probably not even going to use it, but... Okay, so King Kaleem, the king of Marceline, though he has never left the safety of his palace, he is a wise ruler who always thinks about his citizens first. He takes great pride in being beloved by his people. Okay, so he's basically King of Odd from Horizon, yeah. I was gonna say from Forbidden West, and then I was gonna say Zero Dawn, but technically he's in both of them, so. And I hope he has more of a role in the third game. It was nice seeing him at the beginning of the game, but I wish we could have seen more of him. Well, you know, I really wish we could see all of him, if you know what I mean, but, like, I'll settle for more of him. I'm glad you've come, particularly now. I am just now considering a new entertainment I might offer to my people. People do not live merely to survive each day, they live to see the pleasures they hope tomorrow might bring. That is why one of my duties to my people is to provide them with the pleasures that give them the strength to make it through each day. I have asked for the opinions of my vassals to come to a decision, and come to a decision. So he's asked for opinions, and now he has made a decision, right? I must not please only the rich and the fortunate, and so I have decided to put on a series of plays that will bring pleasure to the masses. But my advisors and I know little of such things, play acting in the world of theater. We will need help to make this production a success. I must admit that I have little faith in our success as it stands. Alright, what does he need from us then? This is one of those quests where I'm like, okay, but I don't know how to begin going about doing this. Like, I think if I had to figure this out on my own, I would probably go to all the places where there's, like, theater stuff at, so probably Everhold, maybe? In fact, that's probably where we're going. Guide, allure a theater manager from Everhold and bring him to King Kaleem. Okay, yep. Alright, so I would have eventually figured it out on my own had I needed to, but I didn't need to. I've also 100%ed this game. I don't feel bad about looking up quest, like, solutions, because I've done all this, like, literally 3 times before. I think this is the Impresario. This guy, I think, is the manager. Oh no, this is an usher. Maybe the manager's inside. Is this him? No, that is also an usher. Is this him? Oh, this must be him. Okay. The manager of the theater, he strives to put on productions that will bring joy to his patrons. He makes an effort to stay abreast of the latest trends and adapt the material accordingly. He himself was once a famed actor who left the profession after a bitter falling out with an autocratic director. You know what? That's a good item. I will buy that. In fact, I think that can actually be used on somebody, because somebody is using a 600 HP item. And that's just, like, straight up better. In fact, is it even somebody on our team right now? No. No, it's not. Okay. Oh, right, we still need to guide him, though. The whole reason we came here was to take him with us. Alright. And then back to Marceline. Alright, cool. You know, I was just thinking, like, I never really made use of the guide or lure NPCs. There are some really good ones. In fact, I think King Kaleem himself is actually kind of useful if you guide or lure him. But I can't remember why. I think he buffs your party with, like, stuff, but I don't know. It's not part of my strategy for the final boss, so I'm not going to worry about it.
Welcome.
Greetings! So you are the director of that mountain theater we hear so much about? You are familiar with our modest theater, Your Majesty? That is an honor I would never have dreamed of. Not at all. I feel much relieved to have you here to consult with. You see, I have been considering a new entertainment for the benefit of my people, and the idea of a series of plays was proposed to me. That is a wonderful thing to hear, Your Highness. But constructing a stage and assembling all we will need will cost a fair deal. That issue is one we must resolve to move forward. I see. In that case, I might suggest something like this? I had little idea it was possible to do away with so much of the stage with only a bit of creative thinking. Yes, Your Highness, the stage and props are not but tools made to make illusions easier to maintain, but a skilled player needs neither to captivate his or her audience. So, all we must truly provide is a space for the plays to be performed by the able actors. If I'm not mistaken, Your Highness, it seems that you wish to host more than one play. Perhaps you might provide your people not only with the joy of watching great theater, but also with the joy of creating great theater. The joy of creating great theater? Indeed, this is something I had overlooked. Yes, the pleasure of the theater is not restricted to those standing in the audience. Merely watching another's acting and nothing else is to experience only half the wonders the theater offers. Giving the people the chance to not only witness a great theater, but to take part in it as actors, playwrights, directors, and in the process supporting the development of skilled artisans who may continue to support the theater arts going forward. Nothing would please me more than being able to open the door to the world of theater to more people. And I should like nothing more than your assistance in this venture. Already your advice has been invaluable. Together we will make this an age of theater. I have decided the topic of the first play, in fact. Have you indeed, Your Highness? You must tell us of your journey, my good adventurers. Oh, okay, it's gonna be about us, huh? You have traveled the wide expanses of this continent. Your grand adventure should surely be the subject of our first performance. The 8 tales of 8 travelers, each walking the path that fate laid before their feet. I do think that yours will be a tale capable of moving the hearts of men. So one interesting thing about this quest is it is the only side quest in the game that requires all 8 chapter 4s to be done, and it only gives you 30,000 leaf. It doesn't give you anything interesting, really, so it's really more here just for, like, I don't know, cool factor, I guess? Can we guide him? We can. Mental augmentation. I think that just gives somebody, like, the peacock strut buff, basically. I'm not gonna worry about taking him. He has stuff he needs to do here, so he can do that stuff here. Alright, so in our journal, we have indeed finished every single side quest in the game, except we have one more. It is in the woodlands, and it is called Alphys and the Impresario. So, we want to actually go to Swarky. And before I do anything else, I want to make sure, like... Oh, we do have something else we need to do before this. I just remembered. I did just remember. Okay. Hold on a moment. We need... There's two things I need to do. That 1000 HP item that we just got. I want to see who else had something like that. Is it Prim? It was Prim. Okay, Prim, here. Have the other one. Okay. And then Prim is gonna need a little, well, yeah, Prim, I need to heal you. Dang it. Alright, Prim, let me just do this real quick. Oh, also, apparently this activated a travel banter, so we can do this too. Hey, Honnet, you've got a cute pet there. Pet? I must agree, your snow leopard is absolutely beautiful. Ah, thou speakest of Lind. A beautiful beast she is, but she is no pet. She is my comrade. Even better, no? Indeed, she was gifted to me by a fortune teller when I was but an infant. She hath always been at my side, and we haven't grown up together. We know everything about each other. We have no secrets. You don't say. Dost thou enjoy in the company of beasts, Tressa? Oh sure, I have a pet squirrel back at home. Tressa, you have a pet squirrel back at home? Squirrels are shy creatures, aren't they? Can they be tamed? They sure can. Ours even helps out when we're buying supplies. She's got a nose for the ripest fruits and nuts, which we can turn around and sell for a big profit. A little merchant squirrel, how adorable. Charming indeed. What about you, Primrose? Do you have pets? No, I don't. Although people often tell me I'm a lot like a cat. I can see that. You know how cats act like they want to be left alone, but then end up following you and sitting on your lap? I too can see a resemblance. Is that supposed to be a compliment? Oh my god. Okay. Let's stick her back in... We need Ophelia again. Because I don't want to mess around too much with my party. And then Ulbrich, you're being brought out instead of Honnet real quick, because I need to do something here with him. This is gonna sound weird, but you guys need to trust me on this. And actually, I need to make sure that he has the right support skill on. He does. Okay, so Ulbrich has a support skill called Fortitude, okay? I haven't shown this skill yet. It's part of the Warbringer job class. It is deal more damage the lower your current HP is. If you can get a character's HP to 1 HP, this skill increases that character's damage by 200%. This is going to be a big factor in how we're going to win this final boss fight. So, Ulbrich, because where we are going, there are no random battles or anything, okay? I need Ulbrich to be at 1 HP before we go into this next section. So, I have taken him with us, and we are going to, off the top of my head, I'm trying to think, the best place for me to do this is probably... God, I don't know. It's... Where's Boulderfall at? It's probably Boulderfall. Alright, so we're gonna go down here, down south. There is an NPC here that is inside a house. So there's a character that I will have to, like, defeat to get into the house, which is fine. I'll just do a couple of standard swings of Ulbrich's sword and he'll melt. It's this guy right here. So we're gonna challenge this dude, we're gonna get him out of the way.
Let us fight with
I could have done this off stream, but I thought it might be fun to show this. Alright, so that guy obviously got completely creamed.
Thrill of the fight.
Like, completely creamed. And then we go inside, and I go into my equipment, and do not let me forget to re-equip this stuff, but we're unequipping anything that has evasion on it, which is basically all of, like, these 3 things. Okay, so we want him to have as little evasion as possible. And I want to challenge this guy. This guy, he is one of the rank 10 NPCs in the game. There's like 5 or 6 of them, and they all have a very, very low, like 1 to 2%. Actually, I think it's 1 to 3%, depending on what NPC and which item it is. They have like a very, very low chance to drop battle-tested weapons and other such incredibly powerful items. It is the only way to farm extra battle-tested weapons. So there's one battle-tested sword, for example, and we have it, and it increases all physical damage that the character it's attached to does by 30%, and it's got like 400 physical attack on it. It's amazing. But you can only get one, unless you come to this guy and you beat the crap out of him and you get incredibly lucky. You cannot steal them. You can't steal them off of the character. That doesn't work like that. It has to drop. So part of the grindy part of the end game for me at a point was like I would come to Boulder Fall, I would kill the guy in the front of the door, and then I would go inside and I would kill this guy. And then if he didn't drop the sword, I would teleport in and out of the town and then do it all over again. And it was very, very tedious, but I did eventually grind up like all of the extra swords and everything else that I wanted. There's like the battle-tested staff as well from another NPC, but this is just the guy that I remembered dropped the sword, and he should be strong enough to actually just beat the crap out of me. So I don't want to do anything with Ulbrich here. I want to, in fact, no, I don't even want to use SP. I don't want to do anything. I just want to, I'm going to defend. He'll take less damage when he gets hit, but that's okay. I just want to defend. We are trying to lose this fight, because the thing about losing these challenges is that you don't actually, you don't die. You are left on 1 HP. So this is a very, very good way to get Ulbrich on 1 HP.
Damn! I think not.
Alright, so he's on 0 right now, but when the fight is over, he'll be on 1. He is on 1 HP. And now, we shove him back into the tavern, and he stays in there until he is ready to be used. Also, these guys are here. This is Morlock. This was that gross guy in Tressa's Chapter 2 that wasn't even the boss, it was the guy next to him. There's a knowledge staff here, and like this stuff. The knowledge staff is nice, I suppose, but I don't really need any items now. We have everything we need to accomplish the rest of the game, basically. Ooh, wait! I'll take a magic nut, actually. And I'll even buy this extra, I'll buy the Death Cleaver, too. Who do I want to attach that magic nut to? We have the correct party out to do so. And in fact, Ulbrich, get in your box. Get in your box, Ulbrich. On it. There we go. Okay, that is the correct party. Oh, equipment. I cannot forget to put this stuff back on Ulbrich. It's incredibly important. Make a max shield. Silent bandana. And then the last one should be ethereal dancer garb. And then I want to double check Alphin's skills really quick. I'm pretty sure I equipped this skill to him, but because Ulbrich is on 1 HP, we want to give him as much dodge as possible. And we want to make it so that if he does get hit or does get targeted by something, that he doesn't actually take the damage. And the way we do that... Oh. Wait. Who do I have as the... Hold on a minute. I need to check. Let's just change the whole party real quick. Let's just change the whole party. So that I don't get confused here. Okay. Who has that skill on them? Somebody should have a skill called... Oh, no, I did. I forgot to put it on there. Oh, thank goodness I checked this. Who do I put it on, though? Probably Alphin? Maybe Prim, though. Or Theron. Who has the most dodge? Alphin does. Okay. In that case... Alphen, why don't we get rid of patience on you? You need to have cover on you. The equipping character will absorb single targeted damage for allies who are near death. So if Ulbrich gets targeted by a single target attack in the final battle, Alphen will take the damage instead. And Alphen can dodge the damage, he can Divine Aura the damage, and if he does get hit and dies, he will recover with 25% of his maximum HP once per battle. So that is the plan. That is how we keep Ulbrich at 1 HP. Ulbrich must not die. He must not be hit. It will be very bad if he is. Okay. And now I can switch the party back over. I think I have everything I need, guys, but I'm nervous because I was like, oh, I'm pretty sure I have everything I need, and then I just realized there were like multiple things I had forgotten to do. So, but I think we have it now. So I think we're good to go. All right. Yep, just double checking everything. All right. Back to Swarky. Where is it? Wait, where is it? Oh, it's right here. There's a dirty joke in there somewhere with Prim and a cat. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing too. Angie says, late, but here, had to get rid of... You are right on time for the main attraction, Angie. Alright, I want to do a save here, just in case. Okay. I'm so nervous about this because here's the thing. I have to tell you guys, I've only actually ever beaten this boss twice. I've played through this game 3 times, but in one of my playthroughs, I didn't bother trying to beat the boss because I was like, I don't want that headache. I don't need that headache. So, this will be my 3rd time beating him. She. I mean, really, I know that I let a hymn slip, but you'll see what I mean. You'll see what I mean. I didn't really spoil anything there. Where is this quest? Hold on a minute. I am in the right place, yes? We need to be in West Swarky Trail. Is that not where we are? Oh, we're in North. Okay, so we need to go west.
Teach you a lesson.
My turn now.
And we're gonna flee all of the fights. I don't want to get in any random fights and waste SP or do anything like that. We need all of our SP for this. We need all of it. Well, and you'll see. But...
I've done my research on you.
I like how I made
turn now.
hot tea and I've just been drinking my Dr. Pepper, but honestly, my headache is still not, like, fully gone. And it's annoying me. Especially because, like, I don't want to have a headache for the final boss. That final boss is already a headache enough. It's already a headache as it is.
I've done my...
Alright, I'm switching back to chat now.
Now, what next?
Alright, so somewhere here in West Swarky Trail... I hope I'm right. There should be a quest somewhere here. Although, wouldn't it be showing up on my map? I feel like it should be showing up on my map. Ah, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Oh, why hello! I didn't expect to see you again. The troop is all doing fine, though we still do miss Kit. We'd been hoping to carry on down this route, but there's a fearsome monster up ahead, we've heard. A traveling swordsman passed by not long ago. Once we told him the rumors, he said that he would defeat the monster. But he has not returned. I do hope he is alright. Forgive me, I was not equal to the task. Are you alright, man? What a frightful wound! Someone fetch some bandages at once. Please, do not trouble yourself on my behalf, You there? Do you know one another? Oh, I just realized who this is. This is Alphys. This is the guy who we introduced to that girl in Saintsbridge, and because he writes poems and she wanted a man. Like, do you guys remember the Lilac quests? And she's looking for a man, and he was trying to get with her, but she had no interest in him because she said he was not the right man. He wasn't the man she was looking for. That's all that stuff, okay? So that's how this is all tying in. Indeed, this kind stranger was my greatest friend when my heart was broken by the cruel woman Lilac. Responsible for bringing me to the lovely Flora, my true love and other half. It seems that fate continues to guide us, bringing the two of us to meet once more. I feel quite the same. For all that you have helped us in the past, I hope we might ask you for your help once more. Do you think you could defeat the monster that keeps us from traveling the road ahead? I would also be glad to leave the task to one as able as you. The monster is a fearsome one, but I know your strength. If even you cannot defeat such a monster, I don't know who would be able to. Okay. So begins the tale of Alphys and the Impresario. Alright, so we have...
Standest thou against me?
We have a random
Then
fight of
be
rats, apparently.
What next?
Let's flee. Okay, cool. Alright, here we go. Yes, the final boss of Octopath Traveler! This tiger!
Won't move willingly.
Behold its glory! Behold the final boss!
My turn now.
Alright, so Ophelia, just go ahead and use a blizzard. It's gonna get to attack us, but whatever. Okay, Cyrus, why don't you also use a blizzard? That is a lot of damage, Cyrus. And then Tressa... I don't know, do a Ventusalt... Salter. I always want to call it Saltaire. Like Solitaire.
How is that?
Yay, we did it, guys! Huzzah! We defeated! We finished the game! We defeated Octopath Traveler! What an end boss! Oh my gosh, wasn't that exciting! It is over! So you did it! Well done, my good warrior. I expected no less of you. Astounding! You are even stronger than I knew. You took the very words from my mouth, my friend. You put my skill with a blade to shame. It seems I still have far to go. I shall put myself to training at once. Sean says, I feel like this is a red herring. I remain grateful for your aid in this fight. Thank you from me and the troop as well. You've done us a great favor again. Oh yes, and I meant to tell you before, we did have a letter from Kit after he left us. He is headed now to the place where he is to meet the woman who knew of his father. Oh, are you speaking of a common acquaintance? What a coincidence! I've also heard rumors on the wind that the Lady Lilac is off to meet her perfect man at last. It seems she was headed for the land once known as the Kingdom of... Hornburg! Hornburg, like the kingdom where Ulbrich hails from, where his king was killed by Earhart, and now the entire place lies in ruin. That we've been hearing about since literally the first episode of the game, because Cyrus was teaching us a lesson about it in his class in his very first chapter. Have you all been paying attention? Because this is actually huge. This is huge. Is this fate toying with us again? A coincidence? I suppose stranger things have happened. So ends the tale of Alphys and the Impresario. 10,000 leaf. Alright. Let's go ahead and heal up. Do another little savey save, just in case. Well, I didn't spoil anything by saying quest chain, because this is a quest chain, but the quest chain started earlier, like with the Alphys quests and the Kit quests and the Impresario. It's all, yeah. Like, I didn't say that this was the first quest in the chain.
It's like this.
Our Kit has set off for an abandoned ruin in the fallen kingdom of Hornburg, according to his letter. I hope he will find what he seeks there. You can now fast travel to the ruins of Hornburg. I wish this were dealt with differently. I wish that maybe there was a physical location in the game that maybe opened up and a pathway opened up and you could walk there. But we can literally teleport to the ruins of Hornburg now, and our final, this is it guys, our final quest of the game is called At Journey's End. Our Kit has set off for an abandoned ruin in the fallen kingdom of Hornburg. I wonder what he hopes to find there. So as far as we are aware, Lai Black is looking for her perfect man. Kit is looking for his father. A woman, possibly Lai Black, has told Kit that she knows the location or something about his father, and he has agreed to meet her there in the ruins of Hornburg. Now, if you guys also might remember, in Olberic's Chapter 4, do you guys remember when they mentioned the Gate of Finis for the first time in Olberic's Chapter 4? Do you guys happen to remember where they said the gate was? And why they, because he asked, why did you kill my king? Why did you destroy my kingdom? And Werner basically said it's because he wanted to control the Gate of Finis. In Cyrus's Chapter 4, we learned that the Gate of Finis holds some great power behind it to apparently control life and death. Oh yeah, and we did actually pass 2 million leaf, Sean. You weren't here. We passed it, and then we immediately bought something that took us under it again, but yeah. And in fact, you know what? That's gonna bother me. Let's do this. Let's go to Atlas Dam. Let's go to the place where it all started, okay? Take one last good look at civilization and this beautiful town. And we'll go over here and we'll sell something. We'll sell some stuff to get us about. In fact, we'll sell all of our valuables, because we ain't needing them where we're going. All right, we don't need these where we're going. There you go, Sean. We're over 2 million again. Just for you, friend. All right, now I'm just gonna do a really quick double check, make sure everybody's all good. Let's even go into the tavern. I'm being real extra paranoid here, but I want to make sure everyone's all good. Yep, old brick's good. All right, everyone's good. I think we're good here. And just go over skills one more time. Yep. Oh, and let me go over equipment. She needs to have... Yep, she's got the double tomahawk equipped. Yep, okay. I think... Yeah, I think we are good. Alright. So do you have to do all the other side quests to open up this one, or can you do it after just the story quest? You have to do this, so you have to do the Alphys and you have to do the Alphys quest line, so back in Boulder Fall when he's like gawking at Lai Black, you have to do that, and you have to help him in Saints Bridge, and you also have to do Kit's quest. So Kit, if you remember, Kit is the very, very first side quest we ever got. As soon as we exited this place, as soon as we left Atlas Dam, he was there, and he hurt himself, remember? He took an arrow to the knee, and he needed a healing grape, so we gave him one. That was Kit, all the way back then. Turns out, he became possibly one of the most important NPCs in this entire game. So there's that. You have to do that one. You have to do all of Kit's stuff. You have to help him out with the Impresario. And then once you do the Impresario and the Alphys quest line, then this final section of it opens up. They kind of intersect and meet. Alright. Here we go. The difference between 2 billion leaf and 2 million leaf is 2 billion leaf. Alright. Alright, so, in our world map, if we go down here, we'll see, here's Everhold, and here's Stoneguard, and here is Goldshore. But, where is it? Oh, here it is. Over here, near Everhold, like sort of in this area, Stoneguard, Everhold area, there is a little alcove. There was always, you can kind of barely see it underneath the marker, but there's like a teeny tiny little archway. Do you guys see that? That is where we're going. Traveled to the ruins of Hornburg in the Highlands? Yes. Here we are. We have seen this place before. We have literally seen this in Ulbricht's chapter several times. And now we are physically here. No music. It's very quiet. I'll tell you right now, there are no random enemy encounters here. There's no NPCs. I mean, like, we can kind of walk in here, but there's nothing in here. Very, very quiet. No treasure chests. No nothing. Can't even go back there. Looks like we should be able to, but the game doesn't want us to. Alright. This is, I'm telling you now, this is one of my least favorite things of this game. This is the final save point. You can't save past this point. Once we start the boss battle, if we don't beat the boss battle and everything else that accompanies the boss battle, we have to start all over again from this point on. Alright, here we go.
Is that so?
So I'll find Father on the other side? Truly?
Indeed.
Trust me, Kit. He is there, waiting for you. I see. Very well, then.
Is something the matter?
Oh, forgive me.
Pray forgive me. I'm not feeling so well. Why don't you go on ahead? I'll catch up soon.
Yes.
I'll be waiting for you.
What have we here?
Oh, here's a familiar face. Fancy meeting you here. I trust you came for Kit, yes?
However...
Apologies, but the lad is quite special to me. My soulmate, if you will.
I think not.
I thank you not to interfere. That's assuming you could interfere, even if you wanted to.
The gate of Finis.
Pass beyond the gate of Finis, and never again may you return to this world.
I leave it to you.
Follow us if you so choose. But first be certain that truly is the path you wish to tread.
Fareth thee well.
Alright, here we are. So we have this thing here. This allows us to change our party and our equipment. So that's kind of nice. But I'm gonna go with the party that we have now, I think. Alright. So, what you're gonna immediately notice is we can go up here to the very top of this. However, there's nothing up here. Alright? The only thing that is of note here, I mean, other than it being absolutely creepy looking, is that we have all of these flame things here, okay? So you walk up to them, and you examine it, and it says, do battle with the unholy presence. Logan Hambrick says, I really shouldn't be watching this because I am in the middle of the game, but it's like, I just have to. Well, okay, to be fair, Logan, I won't tell you not to watch it because I don't know. Some of this might spoil some of the chapter endings for you. I would say maybe play the game. I love that you're here, but I never ever want people to watch my stream just for the sake of watching. If it's gonna spoil the game for you, maybe finish it. But if you want to be here, I also can't stop you. So, hi and welcome, but, you know, we're going into this and it's gonna be kind of spoiler land here, so. Do battle with the unholy presence. Here we go.
Come in then, if this
Hey!
beest thy will.
Look who it is! Simeon flashes a leery smile.
Well then.
Ow, don't hit Tressa, you jerk. Alright. We kind of need to break him. Actually, no we don't. No we don't. You know what I want to do here? I want to do the same kind of... strategy that I'm going to plan on doing the whole way through here. Alright, which is... Well, yeah, I want to give an energizing pomegranate medium to Honnet.
Have this.
And then
Let's
Tressa,
do
I
this.
want you to hit him with Elemental Break.
Elemental break.
Lower his elemental defense
the
for a bit.
hunt begin.
And then Honnet, I want you
Holding back nothing.
to use Doter's Charity on
Don't
yourself.
cure us all.
Honnet's items will now affect everybody. Nice, her divine skill triggered there.
Interesting
And then
dilemma.
Cyrus... I don't know, Cyrus, why don't you just use a regular healing grape on Tressa just in
about
case we
this?
take like some crazy damage here? I don't know. Hopefully the boss won't silence us. I'm a little afraid of that. Don't you do it. Don't you try it.
I'll not be defeated.
Okay, Ophelia, it's kind of unfortunate here, girl. Why don't you... Actually, why don't you defend?
No, you will not.
What next?
Honnet, I want you to use a... Just use a... I mean, I probably didn't even need to do this way. Yeah, I don't know.
Using this.
See, unfortunately, the turn order happened weird, so that may be kind of,
Now
like...
the true
Well, you know what, why don't we
lesson
just...
begins.
Use Alphys on... Tressa.
Alphys, Lord of Learning.
It's my...
And then Tressa...
Ah!
I don't know, Tressa, just use Ventus Salter.
Ventus Salter.
Oh my god, I forgot that Tressa's a beast.
I'll not be defeated.
Wow, Tressa just did like 120,000 damage there. That's crazy. Okay, Ophelia.
Here I go.
If she had... Oh, see, now if Ophelia had been able to get Aelfric's Auspices on Tressa, she would have just... Wait, how much health does this boss have? He's on yellow? I don't think Ophelia can really kill him, though. Ophelia's not really kitted out to be... Who should I use this on? It's not going to work on Cyrus. I will say, I'm going to be using Balagar's Divine Skill on Cyrus, and that's not going to hit, like, twice. So, let's just do this on Tressa. This is probably a waste. But, yeah.
Ah.
Wait, where
Letting
did
the
Cyrus's
hunt begin it?
BP... Oh, yeah, right, I used it. I see what I did. Okay. An Energizing
Using
Pomegranate.
this.
Alright, Cyrus...
An interesting Now the true lesson
Balagar's
begins.
Blade.
Oh, Balagar, mightiest of mages.
Alright, there we go. Simeon is down.
You should have studied harder.
Yeah, Tressa did the most damage there. Okay. So that's done, but we can still examine what was left behind, which is this. It is a book. Let's read it, shall we? From the diary of Lord Geoffrey Azelhart. I kept my faith. I stayed true to my convictions until the end. Several years before my death, a shadow fell upon my dear noble court, a shadow known as the Obsidians. They brought with them sweet words and false promises, but I would not lend them my ear. Once they came to understand that I would not be swayed to their way of thinking, they came after my life time and time again. I would not allow myself to be daunted. I dug deeper into the truth to uncover their intentions, their ties, and the mastermind behind their villainy. and my search eventually led me to learn of the Gate of Finis. In the end, I was murdered by the men who caught wind of my discoveries, yet I do not regret my actions. I lived true to the words of my house and did all that I could for the sake of my people. My sole regret is that I have left Primrose alone to pick up the pieces of this broken life I left behind. My precious daughter should not have to bear such a burden on her shoulders. Primrose. You stood before my grave and told me, did you not, that you had lived true to what I had taught you? Guys, this was written after Primrose's chapter 4. I want to point that out. You are strong, my daughter. You found your own cause and purpose, and the purpose you found was the continuation of my very own. You carried on in my footsteps and finished what I started. My dear Primrose, when I think of how much you must have suffered all alone, all I can do is beg you to forgive me. Now the time has come for you to lay down your burden and rest. It is time for you to forget about me and find happiness. A happiness of your own this time, for I will always be with you. Jeffrey Azelhart. Logan says, you know what, I will just binge watch all of your streams from the beginning, and hopefully by the end I should be done with the game. Alright, like I said, I am so happy that you were here, Logan. I love having, like, the more the merrier in these streams, but I can never recommend anyone to stay if it means that they're gonna spoil it for themselves, you know what I mean? I think that games are meant to be, like, people who started watching from the beginning and weren't intending on really playing it for themselves, that's one thing. But if you're in the middle of it and you've already been enjoying it, and then you stumble across a stream and there's spoilers in it, you know, I don't want to be greedy and say, oh, I want this person to watch my stream just so that I can have the view count. I would rather you experience the game on your own. But if you do decide to go, then it was really wonderful having you, and I can't wait to see you in the future. We're going to be doing another game on Tuesday. I haven't decided on what yet, but you should join us on Tuesday for whatever we do then. All right, here we go. Second battle.
Come in then, if this beest thy will.
All right, so this guy was from Alphys Chapter 3. Afraid you picked a fight with the wrong man. This is Miguel? Question mark? I don't know, game, you tell me. I don't know if we have to use Doter's Charity, to be honest. I feel like I could do... I don't need to go quite that crazy with this. What is this guy going to be weak to, I wonder? Yeah, let's just... Oh, maybe I should... Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Now he's going to be too low on SP. Oh, man. Okay, well, why don't you give him back some of his SP?
Let me help. My turn now.
Maybe I do want to do Doter. You know what? I do want to do Doter's Charity. I'm kind of running out of these items, but...
Have this.
I think this will be fine.
Coming, holding back
On
nothing.
it, Doter's Charity on
Don't
yourself.
cure us all. Letting my
Oh, and she
arrow
gets to go
fly
again.
through.
This is wonderful. So now she can use I'm just gonna do a regular energizing
Using
palm.
this.
What to do?
And then Tressa, honestly, Tressa? Well, should I? No, you know what? I'm just gonna, well... Yeah, let's use an elemental break.
Elemental break.
We have time to kill this guy. We do.
Coming, if thou darest.
Honnet, Honnet, why don't you just Arrow Storm?
A torrent of arrows.
Maybe break this shield. That would be good.
Might.
And then Ophelia. Do I want to use Alphys or Cleric? I think it's honestly the same amount of damage. Either way. Let's use Alphys on Tressa.
Wise elephant, come to us.
And then Tressa. Oh, he got to attack. Ooh, that actually hurt. Oh, that hurt quite. Okay, can you break him, Cyrus? Oh, I hope this breaks him. Is he weak to 2 different elements or just 1? Oh, this better break him. This better break him. Oh my god, Cyrus, that's a lot of damage. Okay, and it did break him. Oh, Tressa's about to destroy this boss. Tressa's gonna destroy him. Are you guys ready?
Then to assault her.
Oh my god, Tressa! That was like almost 90,000 damage a hit. Oh good, an energizing palm large. We need those. Okay. Let's give everybody... We need to heal people again. Okay. Cool. I don't mind wasting items here because, like, this is basically the last thing we're doing. Oh, here we go. This is a big one. From the Diary of Graham Crossford, Part the 2nd. All hope was lost. My beloved was gone forever. I had finally finished the elixir, but it was too late. Mere days too late. My one true love had drawn her last breath just as I was racing back to her side, medicine in hand and heart filled with renewed hope. For 3 days and 3 nights, I lost myself in tears. A river of tears, too deep and raging for me to ford my way across it. It was after the funeral that the woman found me. Lieblack, she called herself. In the depths of my anguish, my life bereft of all meaning, she asked me a simple question, terrible in its implications. Wouldn't you like to see your beloved once more? That insidious offer, a mere whisper in the wind, took hold of me. Try as I might, I could not close my ears to it. If it would mean seeing my love even once more, then I would give my very life without regret. Lieblack spoke of the Gate of Finis, which separates this world from the next. If I could find it, and cast it open, I could bring my beloved back to my side. I had heard the legends before, of course, but for the first time I found myself desperate to believe them. Begging the help of one of Kit's companions, I set out to the southeast. It was a fool's journey, but what else remained to me but a fool's hope? On my way, I passed through the village of Clearbrook. There I came across a young boy, stricken with illness and lingering just outside death's door. Convulsions racked in his small frame, and his skin was mottled with purplish pox. I recognized the symptoms at once. How could I not? It was the same foul malady that stole my beloved from me. I felt the touch of fate in this meeting. Though I had not been in time to save my true love, I still carried the elixir I had labored so long to create, a remedy that could do nothing for her now. There was no doubt in my mind what I must do, and so I treated the boy with my medicine. When I looked at the boy's face, finally at peace and in calm repose, I saw my beloved again, and in her gentle eyes I found forgiveness. I hope I can do that too someday. Such were the boy's words to me when he was strong enough to speak again. He told me that he wished to follow in my footsteps and become a great apothecary. His words were a reward I never expected. In that moment, I felt as though my journey was perhaps not a fool's one after all. I left what remained of the elixir and the rest of my medicines behind with the boy, and I set out once more, turning my feet again to the Gate of Finis. Little did I know that I was making the greatest mistake of my life. I love this part of the game. It's so good. Okay. Next battle.
I will not lose to you.
Oh look, it's Darius.
Let's do this.
Well, unfortunately Tharion's not here to give you a beatdown, but I am. Honnet, yeah, we're gonna... Man, I wish... I'm running low on these mediums, but I mean, there's only 8 of these battles, so...
Coming. Dota cure us all.
Well then.
Ophelia's already kind of getting to attack
No,
first,
you will
but
not.
this will let her, like, attack... Ooh, God. Okay, actually, Cyrus... Ooh! That's scary. Cyrus, why don't you... He can't use items? What? Why? Oh, dude, Honnet's gonna die. Well, actually, no. I could technically... Actually, no, I want to use Ophelia to heal. Oh, we're fine. You know what? We're fine. Never mind. I don't know. What are you weak to? You're not weak to swords? Okay.
I'll not be defeated.
Ophelia, you gotta heal people. Oh, I can't use items at all. Oh, like at all. Like not even a little bit. Oh, that really sucks. Okay, well, whatever. I gotta heal.
Bring about a miracle of
I have to do
healing.
this. Oh my god, you just stole a crap ton of SP from Haunted. I don't, honestly,
Let
I'm
the
not
hunt
sure.
begin.
Because she can't use items now. This is really not good. This is like really bad. Really, really bad. Maybe I can break him?
Here I go!
Tressa.
Elemental break.
Oh god, this guy sucks. Cyrus, what can I do with you? What is he weak? You know what? I'm not gonna lose this battle because of stuff like this. I already, like, I didn't plan for this part of the fights. I planned for the actual, like, spoilers, I guess, but this is not the actual final boss. But this is a gauntlet, and if I lose to any one of these fights, we have to start all over again. Just so you guys are aware, and what is at stake here. I don't even know where I would find this. Oh, maybe it's in, hold on. Oh, it's not in here. Oh, no. Yeah, I don't know what he's weak to. I'm gonna guess that he's weak to lightning. I don't know. Please be right. Oh, I wasn't right.
My turn now.
Oh, Ophelia gets to go again. Oh, her extra little attacky thing, like, actually made a difference. That's amazing.
Bring about a miracle of
Oh, this is
healing.
great. Okay, we're not gonna die then.
My turn now.
Okay,
Prepare
Ophelia.
yourself.
Use Alphys on Tressa.
Wise elephant, come to us.
Let me tab back over to stream, by the way. Ow, that's a lot of damage.
It's my, I won't hold back.
Tressa, use Ventus Salter.
Ventus Salter.
Oh, he was weak to wind. Oh, okay, he's dead. Wow.
You got
So
more
basically,
than you
for these
bargained
fights, all I
for.
need to do is get like a couple of debuffs down and get Tressa like buffed up, and then she can just Ventus Salter all of the bosses to be dead. No, back into inventory, Inspiriting Plums. Okay. From the records of House Ravis. From the time of my first memories, I recall my father lecturing me on the origins of our house, on what it meant to be the head of House Ravis, and on what it was that I must give my life to protect. My father had heard the same from his father, and his father from his father before him. The House of Ravis is blessed with many treasures, and many who covet them. To one born into the House of Ravis, such things are a natural and given as blue as the sky above us. We are blessed with great treasures, and it is our duty to protect those treasures from those who would use them for ill. And among all the treasures, there were none greater than the Dragon Stones. The Dragon Stones were bestowed upon the first Lord Ravis by the legendary King Beowulf of Hornburg, and they have been passed down in our family ever since. The stones are said to have come from a land far to the east, and they are worth far more than their weight in gold. But that is not where their true value lies. A power sleeps within them, and it makes them valuable beyond mortal comprehension. For the name Dragonstone is no simple fancy. The stone houses the power of the great worms whose name they bear. It is said that the great sorcerer Odin Crossford used the power of the Dragonstones to seal shut the Gate of Finis. Crossford had campaigned together with King Beowulf and aided him in the founding of Hornburg. My father, when he was still with us, once told me this: "Power in itself is neither good nor evil. It is the man who wields the blade who decides whether he fights for good or evil." That is why King Beowulf entrusted the stones to the man he trusted above all others, the loyal knight who would become the first lord of House Ravis. Great power can bring about boundless good or unfathomable evil. It is the duty of the house to keep the Dragonstones safe and protect them from those who would wield them for dark ends. Yet, given enough time, great power will always awaken a hunger in others who would claim it for themselves. Once the Dragonstones came to House Ravis, there was no end to those who lusted after them, not to mention our many other riches. Even kith and kin cannot be trusted to stand against such temptation. Once a rumor reached my ears that suspicious parties were inquiring to the whereabouts of the stones at the behest of my own relatives. It may be that those who sabotaged the carriage my wife and I were riding in did so at the bidding of my own blood. Oh, my poor Cordelia. What is to become of you? You are too gentle to ever doubt another. I fear that many will draw near to you, cloaked in the guise of kindness, and seek to deceive you. Cordelia, I can protect you no longer. No matter how I try to call out, my voice cannot reach you on the other side. Yet this I hope you know. Though a time may come when you are betrayed by one you trust, I believe your heart will not falter. You will not lose your faith in people, and this is for the best. For there are those truly worthy of your unwavering trust, and you will find them and keep them close at your side. I held on to such faith, and I was rewarded with a loyal companion worth 1,000 other men. Heathcote has been true to me in all things. Surely such a friend will also appear before you, one worthy of your fate. And so I beg you, Cordelia, never stop believing in others, for it is this faith that will save you in the end. So Heathcote actually helped out. Well, and I guess we knew that. He did, because he promised Cordelia's father that he would take care of Cordelia. We did know that much. Oh look, it's the dragon. It's the dragon boss. I'm actually kind of scared of this guy. See, I know he does a lot of AoE damage, but we have like really high elemental defense on all of these characters, so I think it's fine. I wonder if I can just kind of, let's see, if I... Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do here? I'm gonna try something. I wanna see, well, it's weak to light. Let's Energizing Palm on Cyrus.
Using this.
And then Ophelia, you can Energizing Palm on Tressa.
Have this.
Now the true
And then
lesson
Cyrus,
begins.
you can Alephon Tressa.
Alephon,
And then I want to see if
Lord
she
of
can just
Learning.
kill this dragon. Like, straight up just kill him. I don't know if this is possible, but maybe. I think technically doing a Ventus Salter is better here, because she has a 60% damage increase from Ventus Salter, and I think the weaknesses have a 50% damage increase. I want to try this. God, I hope I'm right.
Ventus Salter.
Okay, I wasn't really right. Dang it, that didn't do that much damage. Oh, Ophelia's been sent away. Just wonderful. I should have, okay, you know what?
Next?
We're gonna have to do it this
Such
way.
is the
We're
rune's
gonna have to do it
power.
this way. I hate this.
Come in, if thou darest.
On it, give a large palm to Tressa.
Using this.
And then Tressa,
Won't hold
let's do this again, but let's do this with Lux and see how much damage it does.
Conjure beer.
Oh, that did way more damage. Okay, well now I
Letting
know.
the hunt begin.
Now I know. On it, why don't we... Let's just break him right now with a light soulstone. Just a medium one is
Trying
fine.
this.
You guys are being awful quiet. Is nobody blown away by what we're learning yet? I guess technically some of the ones we've read so far are even the more tame ones, but some of these things we're about to learn are pretty crazy. Cyrus, you can do damage. I don't even need to use Transfer Rune here. I think I want to use Firestorm.
Great inferno to scorch
Just
the
let him
land.
do some damage. And then Tressa...
What to do?
Oh, she's out of... Oh, she's... Well, she could do it. She could technically do a Trade Winds. Let's try Trade Winds. He's on red health.
What a nice breeze.
Yeah. Okay, so I kind of messed up my combo there, but,
Time
you know.
to close up shop.
Oh, they leveled up. Oh, wow, okay. Nice. That means I don't have to heal anybody. Oh, almost forgot this. Wow. From the Diary of Graham Crossford, Part the 3rd. How could I have been so wrong? All I thought of was bringing my beloved back to the world of the living. When Lilac had told me such a thing could be done, I was all too willing to swallow her pretty words. The moment that I arrived before the gate, I felt a finger of ice run down my spine. Even if my mind had been too slow to recognize it, my very body was repelled by that gate. Or more precisely by what lay beyond it. While I struggled to catch my breath, Lilac sketched out a magic circle on the ground with practiced ease. As she traced each twisted line and rune, her hand never faltered. How many times must she have prepared for this moment in her heart of hearts? It was that moment that I realized just how she had longed for this moment, how fiercely she had desired to see the dark ritual to completion. Only by this ritual may the gate be opened. It will not be pleasant for you, but you must bear it if you wish to see your beloved once more. So Lilac spoke as she led me to the center of the magic circle. As she began the ritual, the first thing I felt was a great pain that struck my entire body at once. It was followed by a strange sensation like nothing I had ever experienced. I felt myself stretching and swelling from the inside out. From the corner of my eye, I saw my own hand changing into something foreign and awful. And then, the fear. Lilac watched my transformation with a glow in her eye. It was then I knew this ritual was not intended to open the gate and bring my wife back to me. Yes, I know what truly lies beyond the gate of Finis. That horror is what Lilac sought to bring back to our world, and I was to be the vessel. I would be lying if I said I had no idea this was coming. My conversations with Lilac had led me to suspect that this ritual would not work for just anyone. It seemed that she needed my blood, the blood of House Crossford, descended from an ancient line of sorcerers. That is why I must be the one to prevent her plan from succeeding, for if I fail, she will only turn her sights upon my dear Kit. No, that I cannot allow. So while I realized before the end what Lilac intended, I continued to accompany her in her aims so that I could see the truth of the ritual for myself, and foil it however I could. Little did I know I was dealing with a power far, far beyond any mortal's control or conception. I felt my own sense of self growing faint and distant, and something else entirely filling me. I resisted it with all that I had, but that presence, to that thing being a being like myself, a fragile human spirit, could be crushed as easily as an insect beneath your heel. Then, just before my mind was completely consumed by the darkness, I saw the smiling faces of my wife and son one last time. I screamed. The memory of my wife gave me the power to resist that last critical moment. I imagined Lilac herself did not think I would ever strike back at her, but I had already grown far stronger than I had been as a man. Even when I only managed to land a single blow to her, it cut her deep. She staggered back and the ritual was interrupted. This is my chance. All I need to do is chase after her as she flees and cut her evil at the root, bringing everything to an end. That is what I must do, but why am I here? Where am I going? Why am I am turning into something else. Something less and less human. And so I wander the land without aim. There are periods of time I cannot remember. I come back to myself surrounded by destruction. No memories, but I know it was me. These blackouts grow more frequent. They come for me now. No. Stay your hand. I am no monster. I am man. I am man! Can anyone figure out what's going on here? I don't know if the rest of these tell exactly what happened to him, but if they don't, I will tell you exactly what happened to him. But if somebody does know, besides Kalis, because I know you've played this game, like for example, if Sean and Angie, like, do you guys think you know what happened to him? What he became? Sean says, I don't fully remember who all the guys are, to be honest. Kind of cool to see the build up to the final boss. Okay. Basically, Lilac ties all the characters' backstories together. She's central to all the characters' tragedies and took advantage of their families to gather their souls and lives for power. Yes, basically. Alright. We're all healed up. Oh no, I don't want to do this. I want to examine.
I cannot fail.
Alright, here we go. We got Matthias again.
I'll not be defeated.
Alright, why don't we Why don't we actually just... Well, you know what? Let's try to just break him as quickly as possible. Tressa could technically even break him now. Why don't I just... Actually, no. I want her to hit with an elemental break.
Elemental break.
We can break him next turn.
What is the logical
Cyrus, do a transfer rune.
Such is the rune's power.
He'll get to attack again. And then Honnet will get to do something here. I don't really know what I want to do with Honnet. Let's see if he's weak to axes. He's probably not. Oh my god, he is. Oh, Honnet, I don't want you to attack again, though. Do that.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Alright, now we can break him.
What to
Tressa,
do?
I think I'm just gonna attack with you, because you're gonna do a lot of damage here regardless.
Then to assault her.
Yeah, look at that. Oh my god, Tressa.
My turn now.
There's just so much damage. Why don't we give a single BP to Cyrus so he can do Balagars here? This might even finish off the boss.
Focus is unparalleled. Oh,
I just realized Balagars with... Oh, wow. Oh my god, Cyrus. That was a lot of damage. Wow. That was so much damage. That was 6 times, and it hit for like 44,000 each hit. Holy crap. I mean, we are just insanely strong. Alright. From the Diary of Matthias, Prophet of the Accursed Flame. Once I too believed in the teachings of the sacred flame. I led the people in its light as a servant of the church. No one could ever have doubted that I was anything but a pious believer in those days. And when I look back upon it now, it all seems so painfully foolish. When was it that I began to doubt the flame? Perhaps it was after I met Lilac. But no. That was but the catalyst to what was already growing within me. Even before Lilac appeared, those feelings had taken root in my heart. A small village whose church I had been appointed to was destroyed in a conflagration, started by a capricious strike of lightning. The flames spread before we even knew what was happening. Before we knew it, we were engulfed in hell's fire. Countless were lost to the flames, even the innocent young children who I'd loved so dearly. They had committed no sins. They did not deserve to have their flesh seared and their bones turned to ash. So I prayed to the flame. I prayed and prayed that their lives would be spared. Fool that I was. Even after they were dead and gone, I believed that if I prayed hard enough, they might return to us. That a miracle might occur. And so I offered up every scrap of faith that I had, until at last I had realized the truth. Believing in the sacred flame and praying to it would not bring about a miracle. And if my faith could not bring me and those I loved succor in our time of greatest need, then it was worthless. It did not matter to me if the power I needed was forbidden. I would use that power for the force of good and bring about miracles. That was the true faith to which my eyes were finally opened. It was not something I had been tricked into by another. I had reached enlightenment. It was only fitting that such a revelation came to me, the one true savior. While Lilac may not have been responsible for my enlightenment, I am still grateful to her. After all, she is the one who granted me the blessing of 100 years free from aging. The dark secrets written in that tome can allow a man to cheat death, and I owe her a debt for sharing them with me. I gained eternal life, or close enough, as a true savior should. And then I took it upon myself as my duty to save as many people as I could with the power granted to me, and so I set out to kindle a darker flame in our realm. If the sacred flame could be weakened, yet more of Galdera's accursed power would seep through the gate of Finis, and I would be able to claim even greater strength for myself. I hid myself away from those in the church who wished to stop me, but the long march of time was my ally. It wore away the lives and the memories of any and all who once knew me, until it was as if my face had been washed away like words writ in sand. None who would still live, would remember me as an apostate to the church. With enough leaves, all things are possible. Even obtaining a new name is little challenge. And so I worked my way back into the church's graces as the traitor Matthias. Even the venerable Archbishop Joseph did not suspect me for a moment. Every step of the way, fate has shown me that I am in the right. I was able to uncover Galdera's altar because I am right. I was able to use a fragment of Galdera's power to bring about a miracle because I am right. I could become the savior of Whispermill and command its people to do my wishes because I am right. With Simeon as an ally, I never wanted for money nor power. The Obsidians served me well, whether they knew it or not. Simeon claimed never to have spoken of me to the others. I know not if he meant to use me as a secret weapon against the others if the need ever arose, or if it was simply that he did not trust me. But it hardly mattered. After laboring for so many decades, the time had come at last. I had succeeded in debilitating Archbishop Joseph with the poison the Obsidians had provided me. Yeah, so here we go. This is our proof. Matthias killed Liana's father. It was a beautiful poison. No one would ever suspect it was anything but a natural death. All that remained for me to do was to cast a dark shadow on the heart of Liana, the next flame bearer, and the sacred flame would soon burn black. That is what was meant to be. This was what was about, or that is what was about to be, okay. But no, damn it all, that to the farthest reaches of hell, the culmination of all I had worked for was mere inches away. So close I could feel the kiss of the accursed flame. And instead it was all snatched away by that fire snuffed out to leave me in utter darkness and despair. I am the savior. I was meant to bring about Galdera's flame to the world. Why should I be left in this black hell? It is dark here. The blackness. It is all-consuming, darker than 1,000 starless nights. Please, someone, anyone, bring me some light. Wow, so you find out that Matthias was actually, like, basically hundreds of years old, or at least over 100. And that he's also in charge of the Obsidians. He worked with Liblack. He killed Archbishop Joseph. A lot of what conspired happened because of Liblack and Matthias. Crazy. All right.
Come in then.
Oh, look!
If this be as
Oh, look, it's
thy
our
will.
old Fran and some skeletons.
What next?
It's Yvonne. Headmaster Yvonne, except in demon form. Honnet. You know what, Honnet? I think actually, I want to try something here. Let's give 2 BP to Ophelia.
Using this.
And then Ophelia, I actually want you to use a Aelfric's Auspices on Tressa.
Elfric, bringer of the flame.
And then Tressa, I just want you to use like a big lightning attack here. Actually, maybe I don't even need to do that. I think the skeletons are gonna die no matter what. I think the boss is probably weak to light damage. Let's try light damage. Let's try Lux.
Lux Conjureer.
And sure enough, he is. Okay. So this will break the boss and probably
Lux
kill the
Conjureer.
skeletons. Wow, the skeletons aren't dead? Are you kidding me? They have a ton of health.
An interesting dilemma.
Cyrus, can you finish them? Yep, Cyrus can finish them. Okay.
Come in, if thou darest.
Honnet. Just do a single pomegranate to probably Tressa.
Using this.
And then Ophelia's maybe gonna do the same.
Well then,
Actually, yeah, Ophelia is gonna do the same.
have this.
Alright, Tressa, Ventus Salter.
Ventus Salter.
Alright, this should kill the boss.
Ventus Salter.
Okay, there we go. That did work. It was a little weird, but it worked.
How is that?
Very interesting how he went from being of the light to trying to corrupt a lifetime later. To corrupt it... okay, very interesting how he went from being of the light to trying to corrupt it a lifetime later. And then also, like, basically now he's begging for the light again. It's interesting. Alright, that should be good enough. From the diary of Headmaster Yvonne of the Royal Academy. It was 15 years ago when I first learned of that tome. The headmaster's chair was but a dream to me in those days when my prize student Lucia brought a young woman to me. The woman told me that I was the best suited for the position of headmaster, that there was no knowledge, no position that should be off limits to a man of my ability. And so she taught me many things, one being the existence of ancient tomes containing the long-forgotten secrets of old. There are several volumes of forbidden writings in Atlas Dam's great libraries, and no eyes but the headmaster are allowed to look upon them. The tome in question is one of these. It is the last extant track of the legendary sage known as Salomon, whose name lives on in history through the land of his birth. The kingdom of Bernstein has long since been forgotten. Long has it been said that he who can decipher its true meaning will obtain power over even life and death. The current headmaster is not worthy of such knowledge. What he lacks in intellect only pales to what he lacks in character. I cannot depend on him. I would depend on you. She wished to decipher the secrets of the tome, and share its knowledge with the worthy alone. Thus, a great scholar was needed, one who would be able to fully understand the arcane truths within the tome. The dodgering fool who now serves as the headmaster could never do such a thing, but a genius such as you, Yvonne? Surely you, of all scholars in the realm, are up to the task. Yes, that was how she persuaded me. It was true that I bore little resemblance to the former headmaster, who was interested in nothing but his studies and whose only praiseworthy trait was that his tenacity in that single-minded pursuit. But I was different. I knew that knowledge was worth its weight in gold, and more critically in my intellect far outstripped his. How could the idiots around me fail to realize this? This woman told me that the then headmaster holding a lofty office, he had done so little to deserve was tantamount to sin, and I agreed. When she asked me if I could remove him, I assured her that it would be the simplest of tasks. And so I had him assassinated just as she wished, leaving not a trace of evidence behind to incriminate myself. Shortly after, I ascended to the headmaster's seat in his place. I encountered the strange woman only once more after that day. When I reported to her that I had murdered the former headmaster, she flashed a chilling smile and simply replied, "So you did." Then she walked away, never again to appear before me. Perhaps removing that man was all she wanted of me after all, I thought. It was no matter. The tome was in my grasp, and I immediately set myself to uncovering its secrets. All the rumors I had heard were true. It was a work of staggering genius. With Lucia as my assistant, I was able to obtain other rare and ancient texts from that woman, even if I never saw her again. Yes, everything was going just as I had planned, and power beyond the imagination was finally within my reach. How did it all come to this? Damn that accursed Lucia! Damn that heartless, conniving witch! How did I not see? She meant to use me from the very start. I was the one who unlocked the secrets, I who constructed the basic theories of how to effectively control life and death, and as soon as I had done that, she had no more need for me. That was why she gave me a flawed blood crystal and led Cyrus right to me, so that she could dispose of me without dirtying her own hands. You despicable, loathsome, hateful woman. Death has not cooled my fury, but only fueled it to greater heights. Curse you and that unholy witch you brought to my side. May the deceitful Lucia burn for all of eternity. May the foul witch Lilac be banished beyond the farthest reaches of hell. Alright, we got two more. Two more to go.
This one will listen to reason.
Alright, so this is the boss. Weirdly enough, this is the boss from Tress's chapter. I don't know why they went with this one, but
Letting the
here we
hunt
are.
begin it.
Is it weak to axes, possibly? No. Dang
My
it.
turn now.
It is weak to fire, though, so let's just use a Ignis Ardare. I want to see if I can
Ardare.
break it, or at least get it close to being broken.
I'll do my best.
Ophelia... Fire... Oh, yeah, we can
Flames,
break it.
burn
Let's
this
just go ahead
away.
and break it, then. Actually, let's not
Well,
break it this turn.
what
We'll break it the fall... Well... Here, I know what I want to do. Well... Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to save my items because we need them for the boss fights. So maybe I will Firestorm him and just break him.
Inferno to scorch the land.
And then, like,
What next?
I will allow Honnet to give one single BP to Cyrus so he
Using
can use
this.
Balagars here. I mean, it's very good for him to use this ability. It does a ton of damage.
Oh, Balagar, mightiest of
Oh yeah, this might
mages.
even just kill the boss. Wow, Cyrus. Yeah, that just killed the boss. Jesus.
Should have studied harder.
Get out. We've almost, like, leveled another level, basically. These bosses are giving a lot of XP. From the Diary of Graham Crossford, Part the First. Grave tidings reached me as I was passing through Victor's Hollow in my travels. My beloved's condition has worsened. I knew my journey must be brought to a swift conclusion, lest I be too late in the end. I made up my mind to sail across the verdant deep. The final ingredient I required was the pinion of an ogre eagle, that most fearsome beast of the sky. They are said to make their home in the forest of Ruba beyond that vast emerald sea. When I arrived at the harbor, there was only one ship to be found. It was a grand one, no mistaking that, but the captain was none other than Leon Bestral. I recognized him at once, of course. Who could travel these lands without hearing a tale or 10 of that dread pirate captain, the very mention of whose name would set even the bravest sailors' hearts pounding and palms sweating? Yet I found the man himself to be quite different from the one spoken of in legend. Captain Leon Bestral stood at the helm of the merchant trader, which was prepared to hoist sail at the very moment I came upon it. I told him of my haste and I implored that he let me aboard. I'm afraid I don't just let anyone aboard my ship, he told me, and I felt as though I were being put to some kind of test. It was clear that this was a man who did not easily place his trust in others. My coin purse as impoverished as my hopes, I held out the only thing of value I could offer. My journal. This is the most valuable of my possessions, I explained. Within it, you will find a record of every region of this vast continent, every town I have visited, and every path I have tread. Surely such knowledge is worth the trouble of having one more body aboard your ship for this voyage? After all, what need had I of such a log then? My journey was nearly over. All that remained was to obtain the final ingredient and hasten home to my beloved's side. Captain Leon gave a boisterous laugh and gestured me on his ship with a grin. You'd have me believe the leaves of that old book are more valuable than the leaves of my coffers. You must have quite the journey. I wouldn't mind hearing about it as you swap my decks. And as his ship tossed about the stormy sea, my thoughts drifted ahead of the winds to where my wife awaited me. I could see her face in my mind so clearly that it felt as though it was only minutes ago that we parted, not countless moons. And I prayed that the flame would guide me back to her while that gentle smile still graced her lips. It's almost finished, at last, my love. Pray wait for me just a little longer. I know not what has become of my journal since I parted ways with Captain Leon. But looking back, I am relieved that it left my hands when it did. Surely it is better that my final entry ended with some traces of hope rather than the bitter pain I would eventually find at journey's end. I will say stuff when we do this final journal, Kalis. I will start saying stuff. Because especially with Graham Crossford, there's a very important detail that they hinted at in his second journal entry that we read. And that's why I asked you. I asked you guys what you thought happened in that journal entry. But I'll explain it if this last one doesn't, and I'm pretty sure this last one's not going to explain it, so. Alright, here we go. The Last Soul.
if you won't move willingly.
Alright, we've got Werner here from Ulbricht's Chapter 4. An aura of dread pervades the battlefield.
Yes!
Okay, that's not very good.
I'll do my
and
best.
this entire... Wait, what's wrong with Tressa? Oh, she can't... Tressa... Actually... Yeah, I have to use... What is that? Is that fear? I think it's terror.
Have this.
It is terror, okay.
What to
Tressa
do?
hit him with Elemental Break.
Elemental break.
Come in, if thou dance.
Honnet, give a single solitary BP to Tressa, I
this.
guess? I don't know.
What is the logical
And then
course of
Cyrus... Cyrus, do the same, but give it to yourself.
action? Let's try this.
Letting the hunt begin.
And then Honnet, can we do anything with you? Like, is he weak to anything here? I mean, we know he's weak to wind, but she doesn't really have wind. We'll try it here. We'll just try this. Oh, he is actually weak to axes. That
Well, then.
was actually really good for us.
Huh?
Is he weak to light? Maybe he is weak to light. I have a feeling he is. He is. Okay, we broke him. That's great news. So Tressa might just actually kill him right here. Like right here and now.
Then to assault her.
Oh, he's a... Well... Oh, he's not a goner.
What next?
He actually lived somehow. What the heck?
What is the...
Alright, well, Cyrus, why don't you finish him off? In fact, I'm just gonna do it with Balagar's Blade. This is Balagar's Blade. This is so overkill, but whatever.
Oh, Balagar, mightiest of mages!
My god. The damage. The damage! And it doesn't
Not
even
bad.
take that much to
A
set up.
passing grade.
Like, doesn't even really take... It takes a lot of SP, obviously, and it takes some BP, but it doesn't take that long to set up. Alright. From the records of Lord Werner of Riverford, Hornburg will fall. I still remember... Oh, that's not him talking. Hornburg will fall. I imagine that's Lilac, so I'm just going to use it in Lilac's voice. I still remember her smile as she said the words. It was a score of years ago now, mayhap more. A simple sellsword I was then, when she came to me with a sack full of leaves and dark promise in her eyes. I knew as well as I did that I had far greater aspirations than She knew as well as I did that I had far greater aspirations than selling my sword for coin. But coin would have to be a start, and what a start she offered me. Not only the leaves to free me from another man's employ, but as much as I asked for, to invest in my plot and establish the connections I would need. The life I had always dreamed of was finally in my grasp. I could use her. I could use her to get all that I ever wanted. Or so I thought. And so I took the girl up on her offer and began my plot to bring down an entire kingdom. I would need men if I were to accomplish anything, so I created my own sellsword company. The Black Brotherhood, I called them. I spent 3 years doing nothing but gathering information on Hornburg. Then, using what I had learned, I began to systematically remove any obstacles that might stand in my path. I used the girl's connections to make my company of sellswords very much in demand in Hornburg. I took the worst of the lot, those with no scruples and nowhere else to go, and made them out to be bandits and thieves. I set these villains to attacking the borders of Hornburg, and then my Black Brotherhood would turn them back. It was quite the performance. Other armies didn't stand a chance at beating us to the site of each battle. The skirmishes all took place far from the heart of Hornburg. We knew ahead of time exactly where they would happen. Since the foes we faced in those battles were in fact our own men, it was an easy feat to give the appearance of a crushing defeat. Through this farce, the Black Brotherhood won the hearts of the people living in those borderlands. Ingraining myself with the families of these borderlands, I used their introductions to buy trust among many powerful houses of Hornburg. The tales of the Black Brotherhood had spread throughout the realm by then, and I used that woman's money freely to strengthen my ties to powerful men within Hornburg and without. Still, King Alfred was well beloved by his people and his bannermen. It would be no small feat to win their hearts away from him, in which case things would become much easier if he were simply not in the picture. Hornburg would not last long without the people's love for their liege binding them together, and so my eyes landed upon Earhart, who held a bitter hatred of the king within him. I had him appointed as a member of the king's own guard so that he could be in the perfect position to do the deed. All that remained was to be done was to give Earhart the chance that he was all too eager to seize. Mixing lies and truths, I lit a fire among this strong young warrior I befriended. I could spout any lie and it would not have mattered. Humans care little for facts, they believe what they want to believe. In the end, it took me just 12 short years to bring Hornburg to ruin. After the kingdom fell, I decided the time had come to settle my accounts with that woman. I disbanded my company, having no more need for sellswords, and used the riches I had accumulated to buy myself the lands and status that would see me through my remaining days. To tell the honest truth, this was not easy. I could have gained even more than I had. I could have gained even more had I remained at the woman's side. She could provide me with wealth and power beyond any human's wildest dreams. But to pursue this any further would be madness. Perhaps I was already mad. To serve so long at her beck and call to bring down a kingdom? She was beautiful, there can be no doubt of that. But did I desire her even for a moment? No. For within that attractive trapping was evil. Pure evil, intent on bringing humanity to ruin. If a man dared touch any part of it, his own flesh would rot and fall away. She was a lethal poison. She was a witch. So I cut myself off from her entirely and did not look back. Funny though, is it not? In the end, I could not escape her. She brought about my ruin as surely as if I had indulged her in her poisonous touch. For in the end, just as I failed Hornburg, it was Hornburg's last night who laid me low. Okay, so we have now read all of this stuff. I want to iterate on what happened to Graham Crossford. So Graham Crossford is a descendant of the other Crossford, who I can't remember the first name of. We just read it in one of the other journals. I can't remember his name, but he was an ancestor, or Graham was a descendant of that Crossford. And the Crossford, his ascendant, is the one that banished an evil, like, beyond the Gate of Finis and closed it and locked it with the Dragonstones, okay? So the Crossford name in general is very, very important and famous. So Graham, being a descendant of that person, set out on a journey to, you know, heal his wife with these potion ingredients that he needed to collect, and then he got mixed up with Liblack. Okay, and Liblack lied to him and said that she could bring his wife back, and of course well, maybe she could, but she wasn't going to. That wasn't her plan. What she was going to do instead was basically, she could have just killed him on the spot, which is interesting because she knew that Graham was like basically the only person who could stop her because he had the Crossford blood. With Graham out of the picture and potentially dead, she didn't have anybody to stand in her way. So she turned him into a monster. Does anybody, other than Kalis, have any idea what that monster could be? We actually fought this monster and killed it in someone's chapter 4. I'm gonna give you guys a second because I want to see if any, like, Sean, have you caught on yet? If not, I'll tell you, but it's so, well, like, when you realize when you realize what happened, it's kind of mind-blowing. Alright, I'm gonna assume nobody has figured it out. I don't know, maybe you're still typing. Graham Crossford was turned into an abomination by Liblack, an abomination that had the ability to petrify people and eventually came to be known as Red Eye. Honnet's Chapter 4 boss was Graham Crossford, the same Graham Crossford who Tressa was following the diary of, the same Graham Crossford who saved Alphin and allowed Alphin to be on his own journey. Basically, all of this stuff ties together, and it's absolutely brilliant how they've spun this story. They've taken 8 individual stories, which seemingly on their own don't really have that much in common, and they make them so tightly knit together that you're like, wow, this makes so much more sense, like to have all these bits of information. So now we know. That was like one of the biggest revelations I wish I could have said something about all the way back in Untitled Chapter 4, but now you know. That's what Red Eye was. Red Eye was basically a hell beast. She had turned him into something from the pits of hell, essentially. And she knew that eventually he was going to be hunted down and killed, so she didn't need to do it herself. Or maybe he didn't even need to be killed, maybe she just needed him out of the way, and so she turned him into a beast. I assume maybe she was gonna, like, control his mind, and then he stopped her, ritual at the last moment, and he got away. So maybe she did intend to use him for her own advantage, but he got away. So he got away, and then, of course, human beings are like, wait, no, this is a monster, we need to kill him, or kill it. And so they did. We literally, we killed Red Eye with our own bare hands. So we killed Graham Crossford with our own bare hands. The person who saved Alphin might have even been there. I don't remember. Was he part of Untitled Chapter 4 fight? He might have been. If he was, Alphin killed the very person who saved his life. Isn't that cool? That is crazy cool. I love that. All right. I can't stall much longer, though. We have one more battle ahead of us, and here's the deal with this battle, guys. Who still needs health? Who is not? Oh, Cyrus apparently did. Alright, we're all healed up. Oh, okay, we're going into this. Here's the deal with this fight. If I lose this last fight, we have to do all 8 of those battles all over again. So I cannot lose this. I have to use my strategy here, or we're gonna have to do those battles again. That's why I said this could take a long time, and that we may not even finish it in this stream. Hopefully we do. I need you guys to believe in me. Wait a minute. Isn't there's supposed to... Okay, maybe there's not. I don't know. Maybe I do just go through here. All right. So the door is now open. This is here, allowing us to change our party, which we don't need to do. Everyone is ready. The stage has been set. Also, Kayla says, didn't the Obsidian Order last to the fall of Prim's house, which also ties Prim and Ophelia together? Yes, yes, it also ties Prim and Ophelia together, albeit less directly. Like, it's like Alphin is not tied to, like, you know what I mean? Like, Honnet and Alphin are tied a little stronger together than Prim and Ophelia, because literally Alphin was saved by Graham and Honnet killed Graham. Like, I don't know, they're all tied together in different ways, but yes, because the Obsidians were led by Matthias, and the Obsidians were the ones that ordered the fall of the house of the Azelhearts, and yada yada and so forth. Okay, so I don't know if the game is gonna, like, I think it's gonna say something to me right here. Maybe I'm wrong. Form 2 parties for the final confrontation. Okay. This boss fight. You need 2 parties to fight this boss fight. I'm not gonna tell you why, but this is why I have set up 2 different parties. This first party is the party I'm going with, and this second party is the second party I'm going with, okay? Not gonna say exactly why, you guys will find out very shortly, but these are the parties that I want, so I'm going to confirm. Commence the final confrontation? Yeah. I do need Ulbrick for the 1 HP thing, Sean, but trust me, just trust me on this, friend. Quite the stubborn ones, aren't we?
Why, yes.
Where's Kit? That's the question on your lips, isn't it?
Kit.
Why, he's right here, standing before your eyes.
Just so.
The 13th god, Galdera, the Fallen. He and Kit are one and the same.
The Gate of Finis.
The Gate of Finis was created to seal Galdera beyond the boundaries of this world. And the Crossford family, you see, comes from a long and ancient line that carries the stuff of the dark gods in their veins.
But in truth,
Many years ago, I led Graham, Kit's father. Dun dun dun! Graham Crossford is Kit's father. Oh my god! It's so amazing! To the same place. I told him that by coming here, he could return his beloved to the land of the living. A lie, of course, but he was all too willing to believe.
and then...
All was proceeding according to plan, but in the end, I underestimated the strength of the man's spirit.
Oh.
The ritual failed, and Graham escaped somewhere, though he hardly resembled himself anymore. This time, though, will be different. This time, I will not fail.
It begins.
At long last, Galdera shall rise again, and all the world will know his fury. You, too, have an important role to play on this historic day. Your flesh, your blood, your very soul will feed the dark god and give him strength.
Father.
Father, can you hear me? Father, your daughter calls for you.
Galdera.
Oh,
my father.
Father, pray, show mercy on these poor, wretched souls. I hear you, my daughter. Oh, Father, at last we are together. My daughter, for fulfilling your fate, I bestow upon you eternal slumber. Brave souls, you too have earned the same reward. So come, let us consume all life on this world. Let us consume the gods themselves. For now and eternity, there is only us. There is only Galdera.
I don't think this one will listen to reason.
A soul of the dead emerges from
next?
Galdera's body. Welcome to the final boss fight in the game. The one true final boss of Octopath Traveler. Galdera himself, the 13th god that was sealed away by the other 12 gods. Because he was not a very nice guy. Alright. Okay, so I have a guideline, okay? For this boss, I need to break that soul that is on Galdera's body with Tressa. To do this, I need to do light damage. However, with Honnet, I need to use Doters, so I need to get 3 BP on Honnet. Unfortunately, Honnet's attacking first here, which is not really good for us, but maybe she'll get another attack. I'm hoping she does, because basically you want to kill this boss as quickly as possible, or he will start sending out more souls, and the souls do really bad things to your party. You don't want to find out what they do to your party, really. It's not good. So she's gonna use BP on herself in hopes that she maybe gets to attack next turn. Cyrus is gonna take some damage, but that is fine.
I must be defeated.
Ophelia, I almost feel like I want to just heal you here, maybe. I'm double checking. I'm making sure that this is what I want to do here, and I think it is. I want to heal Cyrus. In fact, I could just heal him with, No, I'll just use this. I'll just use this. This is fine. So I'll heal him just the same. We have a ton of them. Tressa. Okay, right. You need to break this soul. I'm gonna even let you... Yeah, I'm gonna let you use BP, actually. So the soul is weak to light damage.
Lux Conjurer!
Also, you guys will notice that the boss is invulnerable. We can't do damage to the actual eye.
next?
Like, we can do damage to this raging soul, but we cannot do damage to the omniscient eye. Kalis is also the only music with a vocal track. How you know shit got real. Yeah. Yep, it's true. Okay, Cyrus, God, I don't even know what to do with you, Cyrus. Maybe I'll do the same thing and just kind of, like, deal some damage here. No, because well... Yeah, I think we have the BP to do this. I think we have the BP to do this.
Nothing will quiet the
Actually, I
storm.
probably should have used a different element, but it's fine. Okay, Honnet. Oh.
What next?
Oh, Honnet, you don't... You
Holding
know what?
back
I really
nothing.
needed Honnet to not attack that first turn. I really, really needed her to not. In fact, I needed her to not so much that... Well, I don't know. Maybe I can still do this, actually. Wait, why can't she use Doters? Oh, because I didn't
Holding
boost all the
back
way.
nothing.
Oops. I just got real scared there.
Doter cureth all.
Alright, use Doters on yourself. Maybe I shouldn't have used Cyrus's BP then. In fact, I'm scared here, so I'm just gonna start... Yeah,
Let's
I want
try this.
Cyrus to do this on himself. This is not going exactly how I planned, I'm not gonna lie. Not going exactly how I planned,
My
but
turn now.
it should still be fine. Ophelia... Ophelia, use Energizing Pomegranate Large on Tressa.
Have this. Here I won't hold back.
Tressa, use a Ventus Salter on the soul. I mean, on everybody, but it's only going to hit the soul.
Ventus Salter.
Okay, the soul died. This is good. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is really not good, guys. Actually, this is terrible.
Here I go.
Shit. Okay, Alphys, we need to use... No, we need to use Aelfric's Auspices on Tressa.
Bringer of the flame.
I think I can still do this, but it's getting scary.
An interesting
Cyrus,
dilemma. Now the true lesson begins.
shoot. Use... I don't even know. I don't even know what I want him to use. He probably just needs to, like, Firestorm. What are these? You know what? Hold on. I'm tabbing out real quick. I'm tabbing out real quick. Because I want to know what these souls are weak to. If I don't get these souls down in time, I may actually lose this battle. And that's a lot of time wasted for us. So... I need to... So these are the... I think... These are the Screaming and the Wailing souls. So... One of them is not even weak to an element. It's weak to, like, spears, daggers, and bows. And the other one is weak to frost. So let's use frost here.
Now the true lesson
Let's use blizzard.
begins.
Okay. I mean, it's something, I guess. Honnet, I want you to use. Alright, this is why we put Doter's Grace on Honnet. Are you ready for this craziness? Revitalizing Jam on everybody.
Using this.
It fully restores everybody.
do this.
Full BP, full SP, and it even heals for 9,000... Well, actually, I don't know what it heals for, but it over-healed Ophelia and Honnet because they have those abilities on them, which is great. Okay, Tressa,
I won't hold back.
Ventus Salter.
Ventus Salter.
Alright, that soul is dead.
Ventus Salter.
This soul should also be dead. Okay, that soul is also dead.
I'll do my best.
Okay, Ophelia.
Here I go.
Alphys Enlightenment on Tressa.
Wise elephant, come to us.
I think we're gonna do this, guys. Technically, Cyrus, I should
Logical
not...
course of action.
Oh, the eye... Is the eye gonna summon more things, I wonder? Oh, I hope it doesn't. Should I just... You know, I'm gonna fully
Now
boost
the
this.
true lesson
I'm just gonna fully
begins.
boost this. Balagar's Blade, let's just do it.
Oh, Balagar, mightiest of mages.
God, this sucks. Please don't summon more souls.
My turn now.
Please don't summon more souls. Ugh. What else is the main... What is the eye weak to? The main eye... is weak to just 2 elements, and then it's also weak to stabs, but I can't break it here. I can't. Can I make anybody quicker? No. Dang. If it summons more ads, I'm gonna be in kind of trouble here.
Thunder, ring out!
Please don't summon more souls. Okay, it didn't. Oh, this is very good. Oh, this is
What
actually
next?
great. Okay, Honnet,
Coming.
do a fully boosted Omniscient Eye. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Let's do
Tressa
this.
only has 2 BP, but that's fine. Tressa, Ventus Salter.
Ventus Salter. Ventus Salter.
Alright. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Still not dead, but, Ophelia, use an Energizing Palm Large on Tressa. Oh, she doesn't really have the BP to use a Ventus Salter, though, does she? Shoot. Dang it, Tressa! You know what? It might actually not... No, hitting with Tressa is just too good here. Let's do trade... Oh, this... She needs to give a BP to Cyrus. This really sucks. This really sucks, because I needed to break the boss with Honnet, but I also needed to give everybody BP and SP. Yeah, let's try this. I think this will do more damage, but I'm not sure.
Interesting.
Oh, I also was supposed to apply... Oh, you know what? I should have... I'm playing so badly right now. I think I'm gonna get... Now, luckily, I have so many defenses on all of our characters that I think we're still gonna be
Let
fine
the
here,
hunt
but...
begin it.
Who's gonna go first next turn? Cyrus? Well, let's use a Revitalizing on Cyrus
Using
then.
this.
That way he can at least do something next turn. Oh, this sucks so badly. Okay, so now that the souls are doing bad things, we need to kill them, like, literally, like as quickly as possible. Does this hit everything? This is only to a single foe. Oh, it does hit the eye, though. The eye is on yellow health, so I don't have to kill the souls, technically. I don't have to, although... No, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do this on the eye.
Oh, Balagar, mightiest of mages!
It's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. I can't pass it up. And then Tressa... Oh, Tressa still don't have freaking BP! Tressa, you are really causing issues, girl. You're really causing issues.
I'll not be defeated.
We can still at least break the boss. That's good. Okay, you need to give... Here, Inspiriting Plum to Tressa. Where is she?
Have this.
And then Honnet, I need you to
Coming.
break the boss
Coming.
for me. Like the eye. Okay, she broke the boss. That's good. That's good for us.
Letting the hunt begin.
Honnet, ooh, Honnet gets to attack again? Okay. In that case, give a single BP to Cyrus.
Using this.
And then these two things are gonna get to attack, but I think it's okay.
What's this?
What did it just do to Cyrus? Did it just make it so he
What
can't use
my
spells or something?
focus is
Oh my
unparalleled.
god. Okay, well, change of plan then. We're gonna give Alphys to Tressa.
Alphys, Lord of Learning!
I think this will still
Letting
work.
my arrow fly and true.
And then Honnet, give one more BP to Tressa.
Using this.
Jesus, this sucks. Stop doing things.
Well then,
Ophelia. God, I don't know, Ophelia. I really don't know what to do here. I mean, I think I'm okay. I think Tressa's gonna kill the boss. Oh, wait, I know what to do. Oh no, she doesn't have enough for Aelfrix. Oh, that sucks. That actually really sucks. I think that soul in the... Well... Let's do Blizzard.
be engulfed in my blizzard.
I don't know, let's just do some damage.
Let's.
I'm scared
I won't
here.
hold back.
Ventus Salter on the eye, specifically.
Ventus Salter. assault her.
Kill it, Tressa, kill it. Come on, one more. Oh, oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Wait, why did the souls go away? Oh no.
Let's do this.
What is that about?
Elemental break.
Tressa, just do elemental. I'm scared. I don't know what this means, but
Well, then.
this seems like a scary time, guys. Medium palm on
Have
Honnet.
this.
Can she even break him? I think she
Letting
can't.
the
Well,
holding
Cyrus
back
can, if she can't. Oh, Cyrus can't even. Oh no. Oh yeah, Cyrus can't use abilities right now. Shoot. Okay, well who gets to attack first? Honnet?
How about this?
If I survive this, which is a big if. What did he do to Cyrus?
next?
Is Cyrus out of the battle now?
Yeah.
I think he might be.
My turn now.
Okay, Ophelia, you gotta actually give SP to Tressa or else she can't do
Have this.
anything. And she needs to be able to... She has to kill the boss. She has to. She doesn't have a lot of BP right now, but she has to kill the boss.
Vent assault her.
Oh, thank God!
You got more than you.
Okay, what have you guys even been saying in chat? I haven't been reading it. Sean says, wow, that thing is hideous. Okay, we're fine. We did it. Hopefully now... Okay, so now you're probably like, wait, but we didn't use the other 4 people. Yeah, that's because here really is Galdera. What an ugly
Will
thing.
not fail.
Alright. Alright, Veil of Darkness, your attacks will not reach Galdera. Okay, so Galdera's body is the weak point, but we can't reach it right now. He's invulnerable because he has a sword and a helmet thing, and also, look at this. I'm gonna very carefully target this. So we've got the Blade of the Fallen, we have the Abyssal Maw, and Lieblack. Lieblack is sticking out of Galdera's body like a fleshy, parasite. Isn't that disgusting? Okay, so Therion. I think this is good that Therion's going first, actually. Let me see. So we have to get max BP on Ulbrich right away, if possible. Oh man, Ulbrich, why are you attacking last? That's not good. Ulbrich attacking last is really not good. We have to get max BP on Ulbrich. We have to win a hild with Ulbrich. We need to armor corrosive the blade arm with Therion, according to this. God, I hope this works. Blade of the Fallen.
Your defenses.
And then with Prim, what do I do with you? I think... Yeah, Prim, we gotta give that BP. Give an Energizing Palm Medium to Ulbrich.
Stay strong.
Okay, Alphin?
All right.
What do I do with you, Alphin? Maybe do a... Can I leg trap the boss even though he's, Does leg trap actually do anything to anything right now? No. Let's still try it on the body though, I think. Let's just try it.
Take it easy.
It doesn't work. Dang. Okay, don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. He's eyeing me forbiddingly. Okay. Alphin took the damage. Okay, and we lost some SP. Oh, this is wonderful. Okay.
My blade is unbending.
This is wonderful. All right. Ulbrich, use Winnehild's battle cry on everything.
Windhild fights with us.
Oh my god. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, yes. All right, we took off all of the pieces of the boss. Okay. They are still there, but now the armor is gone. That's basically what is happening here. Okay, Prim, why don't you Okay, Ulbrich gets to attack last, so I don't have to do this with Prim right now. Okay, Prim, heal up. In fact, use a refreshing jam. Oh no, we actually need to give Ulbrich BP, I just realized. Or not BP, SP. Can I still do that, though? I think I can. I think I can do that with Alphen, but let's heal up Alphen so that he doesn't die.
Stay strong.
Okay, Alphen's healed. Okay. Okay, Therion. You've gotta give Ulbrich SP.
Here.
And then Alphen,
Here goes nothing.
you have to... What did I say he needed to do? Oh wait, this boss needs to be broken. Is he weak to axes? Oh, but Ulbrich has to have BP, right? Yeah, Ulbrich has to have BP. That's just all there is to that. He has to. I don't know... Oh god. I don't know what the boss gets to do, because I didn't get to leg hold trap him there. This sucks. I don't know, let's try it anyway. Maybe it'll just do a lot of damage. Alright, it did do a lot of damage. Ooh, Therion! Will this still work? Oh no, never mind. Well, actually, maybe this will... This might be nice. Let's reduce the boss's attack, just in case he decides to be all hurdy-hurdy on us, you know?
Weak.
Okay, we shackled his damage, so he'll do 33% less damage. He left everybody at 1 health? Oh, that's not okay. That is not okay, though. I need to use, like... Oh my god, You know what? I need to pray that my dodges are... Oh, shit. Yeah, I don't know, I'm scared. I'm reading through my list to see if I wrote anything down that could help here. I could use a... Why does Alphen not have... Does Alphen not have the overheal thing? I thought I put that on him, but I guess I didn't. I could use a revitalizing on... No, I need to do this way. But if we die, like, if he does an AoE, like... You know what, I'm just gonna go for it. This will be possibly the biggest win of our lives if this works out this way. Energizing Palm Large on Ulbrich. Oh my god.
Here.
Please work. Please don't die, Ulbrich. Please don't kill my entire party.
Damn!
Okay.
My blade is unbending!
Alright, Ulbrich. I need you to actually kill the boss, Ulbrich.
Windhild fights with us!
Oh, it's a lot of damage, though. It is a lot of damage. We did it! We one-shot the boss!
The thrill of the fight!
Oh my god, we did it! We did it! 50,000 leaf, 20,000 XP, 5,000 JP. Oh, I was so scared that we had just died there at the end because that AoE attack. I think that attack always probably brings your entire party down to 1 HP, but I thought for a second it was an elemental attack, and I was like, if it's an elemental attack, and like, I'm dead. But he can't attack with elemental attacks, I'm pretty sure. He's only a physical damaging boss, which is why I put a bunch of evasion on everybody. Dude. Kayla says, give BP to Ulbrich and pray you live through the next attack. Yep, that is the choice that I made, Kalis, and it was the right choice. Sean also says 99 shields. OMFG. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a ruse, though. He doesn't really have 99 shields, obviously. Once you kill everything else, all of his appendages, it goes down to 9. Wow. Ooh, my back is sweating. No. I am all-powerful, eternal. I will not return to the darkness. I will not. Just kidding. There's not. No, there's not. There's not a phase 3. There's not. Thank God there is not a phase 3. Where am I? I see. Thank you, my friends. She told me that I could meet Father here, but it was all just a lie. Kit. I don't know who's saying... Oh, this might be Graham, actually. I think Graham is speaking. Oh, there he is. He's a ghost. He's spoopy. Father? Mother? Kit. Oh, how you've grown. No mortal knows what fate holds for them. All these years I had thought my journey a futile one. Only now do I know it was not so. All because of you. In journeying here, you have not just found meaning in your own lives. You have sealed away the darkness and restored light to all of Orstera. For this, I thank you. Live on for us, Kit. Live on, and live strong. For life is a journey. The places you go, the deeds you do, the tale whose hero you become. Every road is yours to take. So journey forth, friend, into this great world we live in, and find an adventure all on your own. You obtained 100,000 leaf and a spurning ribbon. So this item, you'd think it would be... I mean, I don't know. It's still pretty cool. I'll show it, obviously. Wards off all enemy encounters. When you put this on anyone in your party, you just never have to fight enemies again. You can go wherever you want to in the world. It's technically good for doing all the side quests. But guess what? We did all of those already, so it's useless to us. But yeah. That's it. I will say my biggest disappointment with this final boss is just simply... Wow, Cyrus gained 2 levels throughout all of that, by the way. My biggest disappointment for this boss is that there's no, like, God, what am I trying to say? There's no credits. Credits don't roll after the boss. Like, where are my credits? Give me that beautiful credit music again. I don't know, even if they're just standard credits and not, like, they could be the same, I don't know. Like, I kind of get why there aren't credits, because the credits that they do have, they show you killing off all the Chapter 4 bosses. But technically, actually, no, I don't know why, because when you do, like, when you do Tressa's, well, let me think. I think the credits roll, here's what I think is actually the case. The credits don't roll after you do all eight Chapter 4 bosses. They roll after you do the Chapter 4 of the character you started with. Because the game considers the character that you started with, like, your protagonist, and so when you do their final Chapter 4, you get credits. That's why when I did Tressa's solo run, where I did Tressa's Chapters 1 through 4, all with only Tressa, like, I didn't pick up any other travelers, it showed me credits at the end, and because Tressa had only killed 4 bosses, I can't remember what it showed. I think it showed her killing those 4 bosses, and then I think it was just a black screen. So they could have just as easily, they could have added credits for this. Like, I would like to see some credits, please. That's my only thing about this final boss, but otherwise, that is it. That is Octopath Traveler. We have beaten every boss in the entire game. We have done every chapter. We have collected most, if not every, really, really good endgame item in the game. We have done every single side quest. We have even, to my knowledge, we have stolen from and scrutinized pretty much every enemy. There might be some exceptions, because like I said, when I 100%ed this game, I had to follow a spreadsheet, because there are literally NPCs that will disappear and never come back, and so you can't scrutinize them anymore. And the 100% achievement on Steam for this game, for 100%ing the steals and everything, and the scrutinizes, it requires you to even get the missable ones, which sucks, but you know, that's why I have my spreadsheet handy. But anyway, here we are, back where it all started in Atlas Dam. The final boss is dead. We are exactly 3 hours into the stream, which, admittedly, I kind of thought that I was going to get it done quicker than this. But I had forgotten at how long the diary entries were, and because we read through each individual one, that honestly was the brunt of today's video, I feel like, was reading those diary entries, and that's fine. I love the lore aspects of the game, so I loved reading them, but they did take a big chunk of time today. If we did lose to Galdera there in that last fight, and had to do everything over again, at least the boss battles would go quicker because we wouldn't be reading the diary entries in between them. But I'm glad that we didn't lose, because it's really cool that we one-shot the boss, and B, it could have been a big hassle for us. So now that we have kind of finished up our journey, I want to just show. So everyone is like, Cyrus is our highest level, he's level 76, and then everyone else is like level 72, and then I think the other party, the like physical attacking, the party that did the second half of the Galdera fight, I think they were the only ones, I think, that gained XP from Galdera. Maybe that's not how that works though, because this party seems like fairly higher I don't know. Either way, what I want to do, not for any particular reason, but just because I think you guys might find it interesting, is I want to go over to my 100% save file so that you guys can just see it. Where is it? It's my highest level file, so it's got to be somewhere around here. Ah, here we go. And yeah, because I'm so paranoid that I'm going to save over my 100% file, I always triple saved it. I literally would save it 3 times every time I saved it, just in case something happened to the other 2. But the highest level I've gotten to in this game, so technically I haven't 100%ed it. I suppose I would 100% it if I leveled to 99, because that's the highest level. But guys, seriously, will it show me actually? Look at how much XP, like, Ulbrich needs to get to level 88. Or, sorry, to get to level 89. He needs 163,000 XP to get to the next level. Look at his HP. Like, Ulbrich has a ton of HP. He's also, here, I'll show this. This is kind of fun. This is how I was farming those extra swords. I'll just show this with Ulbrich, because I'm pretty sure I already have it set up. It looks like I do anyway. Or maybe I don't, actually. Hold on a minute. What skills does he have on? Oh yeah, he has Fortitude, but his HP is not low right now. So I was going to show off, Ulbrich can hit 99,999 damage, like, really, really easily as the Apothecary, but I'm not going to show it off because, you know, it's whatever. But ding dong, the final boss is dead. Yes, hun, I did it. So, Bill, in the times that I've played this game before, I think I've mentioned to you how difficult this boss. This is like literally one of the hardest bosses in any game I've ever. So you guys didn't see a lot of it, honestly, because I prepared pretty well. But even with all of my preparation, just the simple turn order being out of the expected order that I wanted it to be in messed me up a lot. The fight has to go nearly perfect. if, like, the first... Here, we'll go over to the wiki. The first part of that fight, if all 3 souls do not die within 1 turn of each other, they will respawn with full health on the Omniscient Eye's next action. When all 3 souls are summoned, they will replace their normal vulnerabilities with vulnerability to a single type of magic. And then after the Omniscient Eye receives enough damage, a new version of souls will spawn. They have different abilities, and they use curses, and basically they'll make it so that you can't use certain attacks, they'll make it so that you can't use spells, they will... Like, the things that were counting down on our characters, those were like instant deaths. If that number had been able to count all the way down on any of those, that person would just immediately die. Like, the fight is insanely difficult if you don't kill the boss fast enough. If you let those souls stay up and don't kill them, they become a huge problem. The second fight... Well, honestly, I've never lasted... The only time I've ever beaten the second fight is when I have done it quickly, because just like the first fight, you don't want to really know what they do. Like, for example, the Abyssal Maw, it says it has an ability called Toxic Rainbow. Maximum HP reduction for the entire party at the end of every turn. If a party member has above maximum HP at the end of the turn, the current HP will be reduced to match the new maximum value. So that's the same, if you guys remember when we did Alphys Chapter 4, the Ogre Eagle had that ability. Temptation of the Fallen, used when the Abyssal Maw or Blade of the Fallen is slain, causes Liblak's Deceleration to target all party members. What does Liblak's Deceleration do? Deceleration deals dark damage and drains up to 2 BP from all targets, from the target. Target's physical defense and can be dodged with sidestep. Okay. Yeah, it's really nasty. It's a nasty fight. If you don't finish it quickly and you don't get it over with, it's so easy to lose. I mean, I still almost lost in that second one. You guys saw how nasty that got at the end there. If my characters had been hit with a physical attack and hadn't dodged, they would die. They would just die, because there's not enough time for me to heal up. I need to give BP to people so that they can do things. I didn't even get to do a proper armor corrosive, which is the defense down on the boss, because I didn't have enough turns, and people were attacking like out of the order that I wanted them to attack in. I had tried to give some speed items, I thought, to some people, but maybe I... Oh, right, this is my other save file. I was like, why does Cyrus and Tressa and Therian have nothing on them? Did I just do that battle with no gear? No, of course I didn't. Of course I didn't. Okay. Whew. Okay, so here's my thoughts about... So this is officially... We don't have to do another stream of Octopath. There is really nothing left for me to show in this game. We have showed everything. Every boss... Like, there might be the occasional trash enemy that we didn't really get to see, but... You know, it is what it is. So, we're gonna take the next 2 days off as per usual. We always take Sundays and Mondays off on this channel. But I will be back on Tuesday with something. It's maybe gonna be Subnautica. It may be God of War 4. I don't know. I have already explained, but the reason I'm unsure about God of War 4 is because I need to replace my hard drive on my PS4 with an SSD, or I need to get a hold of a PlayStation 5, and I just don't think I can do either one of those things within 2 days. So I think God of War 4 is off the table, at least for now. Subnautica is likely, because it's a shorter series as well, which might just buy me enough time to do one of the other, like, to get things ready for one of the other games. We could also do Kirby. Kirby could be one of those things too, that maybe I play the game, depending on how good it is. If I fall in love with it and I just want to play it all the way straight through, then we may do that. But it could also be one of those games where if I have nothing to do on a particular night, and I don't know what else to do, then I can do Kirby. I don't know. Other games that could happen would be Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, although I don't think that one is going to be next. We could do Monster Hunter World. Monster Hunter World would be a fairly large series, though, but it would be very fun. Monster Hunter World is one of those games that's incredibly fun to watch. Very, very similar to Horizon Zero Dawn in a way. Same similar style of combat in a lot of ways, except Instead of fighting machine beasts, you're fighting real beasts. And I love Monster Hunter World, and it's been a while since I've played through it. I've beaten that game several times as well, including the DLC expansion pass or whatever. But I would be willing to play through it again. So I don't know. Does anybody have any final requests? Like, before I end the stream officially, with everything that I've said in terms of games that I've mentioned, is there one that you're like, ooh, now that he said that game, I'm like, I absolutely want that game to be played next? Like, if anybody has any requests along those lines, let me know, because that might sway my decision of what comes next. I'm trying to think of what else we could play. I mean, I suppose we could also fill time with some more Pokemon Legends Arceus, but honestly, the game's story sucked, so I zoomed all the way through it, and I'm just at the point where, like, I just basically am searching for shiny Pokemon, and I don't think that would be very exciting for anybody to watch, so I think we probably aren't going to do any more Legends Arceus. In fact, I just haven't had the desire to play it, really. It's a good game, but it's not good enough that I feel like I want to go back to it. I also could play... We could do The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. That's an option. I have that on Switch. We could do that. In fact, you know what? Hold on. This. Can you guys even see it? I don't know if you can see it. This is my mountain of Switch games. So, I've got... There's not enough room on my desk. I've got New Pokemon Snap. I've got Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. I've got Monster Hunter Stories 2, which is a turn-based sort of RPG Monster Hunter game. And it's very good and it's very fun, and I think I might play it on the channel at some point, but it's not going to come immediately after another turn-based RPG. That's just not going to happen. I have Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, although I've never played all the way through this game. I've only played about an hour or two. It's the original Zelda game, but it's done all 3D and really cutesy, chibi style. It's very pretty. I've got Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, which is the Hyrule Warriors game that is based off of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. That one could be fun, and it might bring in an audience, I'm not sure. I have Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. We will be doing this on the channel eventually, but I don't think it's going to be next. It is a crazy long game. I started, for those of you that have been on the channel long enough, you might know this, but I started Xenoblade Chronicles on this channel, the Wii version. Or was it the Wii U? I think it was the Wii U version. And I didn't finish it. Episode 10, I had to get LASIK surgery done, and then I left the channel for like 2 or 3 months because my eyes were in such bad shape that I couldn't look at it. Like, I couldn't do my work for long periods of time. And then I just never went back to it. And I regret it ever since, so eventually I want to go back to the game, but I want to do the definitive version on the Switch because it is much prettier looking and there are a lot of quality of life things. But that one's going to come in the future, not right now. Animal Crossing, we did 1 episode of this. I don't know if you guys liked it or not, but we could do more. It is a fun game. It's very chill, but that's not going to ever be like a game where we're playing it in big batches. That's going to be like every once in a while, you know, we might do an episode of it. Of course, there's Zelda Breath of the Wild. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which I have a full Let's Play series of on the channel already. It is my most, popular series on the channel. It has the most views in total. We've got Super Mario Odyssey, which I already did on the channel. We've got Pokemon Sword and Shield. Boo! I hate these games. I got up to the very end of Pokemon Shield, and I hated it so much that I just didn't finish it. I have never not finished a Pokemon game, by the way. That can tell you how much I hate these games. Sword hasn't even been opened. If it weren't for the fact that I'm also kind of a collector and a hoarder of video games, I would ask you guys if somebody wants this, but no, I'm gonna keep it. We have Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. I've got an unopened copy of Super Smash Bros. And I love Super Smash Bros., but I don't have anybody to play with. I don't know, there's probably an online, and maybe we could figure that out, but Nintendo usually has really crappy online stuff. Mario Kart Deluxe 8. Somebody bought, I think Bill bought this for me. Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. I have never played one of these games. I don't I've heard they're fun, but I don't know what they are. I think they're shooters or something. They're like top-down shooters. I don't know. Either way, it could be something I might like, but I'm not going to do it next on the channel either. And then I've got The Binding of Isaac. And then I've also got some Switch games that are, I think I've got a couple of them that are downloaded, like Animal Crossing. Well, I showed Animal Crossing already. So I have something else that's downloaded digitally. And I can't remember what it is, but yeah, that's what we have. Those are the Switch options anyway. I think if I were to choose any of these games for Switch to do next, it would be between... I don't know, it would be between probably these two. Like I said, it would be between Skyward Sword and Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. And I love Tropical Freeze, so you know, we haven't done a platformer on this channel, like at all. So I'm almost wondering if I should just do Tropical Freeze because we haven't done a platformer, and you know, I want to see how a platformer would do. But I also know that Tropical Freeze is also not a game that usually will do well in terms of views. Subnautica is though. So I think ultimately I am going to do Subnautica. I think I need the weekend to kind of like rest on it and see how I feel about it by like tomorrow. I've already tested Subnautica. I know that it works, but the reason I'm being hesitant about it is because it's a very unoptimized game, and running it in 4K and streaming it at the same time seems to be putting a little bit of a tax on its like FPS capabilities. It's not dipping, like basically the lowest frames I've gotten while actively like recording it was like 37 frames per second, which is not great for the system that I have. It's not great, but it's at least acceptable enough. I think Kalis said, oh no, Malik was here last night and he said as long as it doesn't dip below 30 frames per second, you're good. And I was like, fair enough, you know. Final Fantasy VII Remake? Oh, you want me to play scary games, Kalis. I see you. See, here's the problem with the Final Fantasies. Or not... Wait, Final Fantasy... Oh, wait. Why did I just say... You know what I thought... Okay, I need to explain myself. I saw 7, okay? You know where my brain went to? Resident Evil. For some reason, even though I said the words Final Fantasy, I was actually thinking of Resident Evil 7 in my mind, because there's a Resident Evil 7 remake that they made, which is a scary game. And I've watched people play through Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil Village. I've watched people play through the entirety of those games, so I could do those on the channel, but they would not be blind. I know those games because I've watched other people play them. And usually I find that blind playthroughs they tend to be more fun, but I don't have a whole lot. Like Kirby is basically the only game that I can think of right now that I want to play that would be a blind playthrough. So if you guys, like, you know, I'm always up to suggestions too. If you have something that I haven't mentioned that maybe you think I haven't played, toss it my way and I'll let you know. Like, so Final Fantasy VII, is it on Steam? Also, what is it? Is it Final Fantasies are turn-based usually, aren't they? Is it a turn-based Final Fantasy game? Because if it's turn-based, I just don't think I want to do it immediately after this. And also, you have to understand, I played one of the Final Fantasy games when I was a kid for like a little bit, but I never got hugely into the series, mostly because I never owned PlayStations. The PlayStation 4 is the first PlayStation console I've ever owned in my life, and I still, to this day, only own 2 games on it. God of War and Monster Hunter World. And I own Monster Hunter World on PC now, and in fact, when I go to play God of War, I'm also going to buy it on Steam so that I can play it on PC. Oh! Wait a minute! I forgot about that! God of War 4 is on PC now! That changes actually a lot, guys. Oh, that changes everything! Ooh. Okay. I think I'm gonna stick to my guns and I'm gonna do Subnautica next. Subnautica is a very short series. I imagine we're only gonna have, like, if we have a week's worth of streams, which I don't even think we will, that's gonna be it. Like, Subnautica's gonna be like maybe a 5-parter, if that. Mostly because you can put a lot of time into Subnautica, but if you already know where to go, you spend a significantly less like, smaller amount of time on the game. And I do know where to go. I've beaten that game many times. I love it. And for Final Fantasy VII, you say it's an action RPG. So, by action RPG, do you mean more like World of Warcraft style of combat? So there's like no turn-based aspect to it at all? Interesting. I don't know. Explain if I'm wrong, if that's not what you mean. But, so God of War being on PC is a big deal. I can't believe I forgot that. I can't believe I was like, oh, I want to play God of War 4 on my PS4 or play it on the PS5. No, I don't want to play it on either one. I don't want to play it on PS5. I want to play it on PC. If I have the choice between playing something on PC and on a console, I'm going to play it on PC every time. PC, master race, in my opinion. This game we're playing right now is on PC, and it's beautiful. It's in 4K. It runs so well, like, the spell effects are like, it's just great. I don't know. And Sean doesn't have any preferences. Sean, you never have any preferences. One of these days, you're going to have a preference, and it's going to give me a heart attack. Alright, I think I've potentially made up my mind, but if anything changes, I'll let you guys know. I think it's going to be Subnautica next, which is going to be a short but amazing series. Please do not miss out on it. If you liked Octopath, Subnautica is a very different game. It's actually a very different game from anything we've played on this channel. It's a survival game. It is nothing we've done like we've done before on the channel. But it is incredible, and I think you all will enjoy it. So I think that's what we're going to do on Tuesday, and then that series will go until however long it goes, and then I think the following series is going to be God of War, because we do need to do it before Ragnarok comes out. But yeah, that's the plan. Thank you for everybody who was in tonight. This was... You know, I said that I was going to give my final thoughts on this game like I usually do, but there aren't any second credits, so maybe I'll just... What have I not already said about this game? I think that Octopath Traveler is one of those games that is horrendously underappreciated. The art style, I think, off-puts some people, weirdly enough, because when I first saw the art style, the only thing I could think of was, oh my god, I have to play this game, it's gorgeous. It harks back to old-style RPG looks, but somehow modernizes it. I don't know, Square Enix apparently has coined the term 2D, 3D, or something like that. And it's... You know, I will say, the story in terms of, like, the individual chapters and stuff, sometimes the story and the writing suffers a little bit, but overall, especially after you see all of the Galdera lore and everything, and how everything intertwines, it's pretty good. And, even though it's, like, a lot of the stories are very cliché, they're cliché, but they do them well. And so I think I give it a pass because of that. And the real star, the crown jewel of this game is the combat system. I think the combat system is so good. There's so much involved in every little aspect of the combat system. It's like a min-maxer's dream, but also you don't have to know every little thing about the combat system to succeed. It's just that with each little thing that you do learn about the combat system, you become that much... Like, I mean, look at... We one-shot Galdera. In fact, even in my own playthroughs, I think in my 100% playthrough, I lost to Galdera twice before I beat him. This is the only time I have ever one-shot that boss. So, it just goes to show you how strategy is, like, single-handedly the most important aspect of this game, and I think it rewards, like, thinking in depth about something, and I think that's why I like it so much. I like thinky games. But unfortunately, we do have to say goodbye to this beautiful game. I'm glad that I got to do it on the channel. It's probably one of those games where I'm not really going to visit it again. I thought maybe, well, you know, maybe there are some streams where we'll, like, visit a game that we've already beaten and just, like, play it a little bit for old time's sake. And I think this is probably one of those games where we probably won't do that, unless I just want to do an entire stream where I'm grinding to level 99, but that's not going to be a good time for anybody. But anyway, we gotta say goodbye to it. It was amazing. I had a lot of fun. Everybody who has subscribed during the series, thank you so much. I hope you stick around even when I don't do turn-based RPGs. That's kind of the problem with subscribers on YouTube channels sometimes, is they're like, oh, well, I subscribed to you because you played Xenoblade, and then I play another game. They're like, well, I don't like that game. I'm unsubscribing. And it's like, that does happen, but I do urge anybody who loved this game and subscribed because of this game, who is listening to this right now, to stay subscribed, give the other games that I play a chance, because in my opinion, I have a very good taste in video games, okay? I know a good video game when I see it, okay? And I know a bad video game when I see it, and I will be honest about both. I mean, Pokemon is one of my favorite series ever, and I just told you I think Pokemon Sword and Shield are crap. So I'm not, you know, I will always be the first one to tell you when something is bad, and I will always be the first one to critically criticize games, even if I think that they're good games. But overall, the games that I want to play on this channel, that I have planned for the channel, they're stellar games. So stick around, because we have a lot of really, really good stuff. Subnautica, again, if you haven't seen anyone play it, watch me play it. It's an incredible game. But anyway, I have to say goodbye, or I am going to just sit here. Oh yeah, and Kayla says, and best yet, Prim didn't tank the floor. No, she didn't. Nobody tanked the floor. Nobody died. I didn't have to use a single resurrect on anybody. No Olive of Life's here today, sir. You think Devil May Cry or Kingdom Hearts? Kind of hard to describe. Oh, you're still trying to describe the Final Fantasy gameplay? Okay. Maybe I'll look up. I have looked up, because there's a girl who does, there is a girl on YouTube who has her own gaming channel. I can't remember her name. She's blonde, she's very pretty, and she's an actress, and she's a voice actress more specifically, and she voiced, who is the main girl in that Final Fantasy game? She has like, she's like known for carrying like a basket of flowers, and she has long brown hair. I think her name starts with an A-E. It's like, oh, I can't remember her name. Anyway, she voices her in that video game, and she played it on her channel. So I have seen little tiny clips of that game, but I don't remember even seeing the combat. I think I just watched the cutscenes because I wanted to see how she reacted to her own voice. Prim is still the best person. Sure. Yes, Sean, Prim is the best person, along with Alphin, and Cyrus, and Ulbrich, and Therian, and Tressa, and Hanet, and who did I miss? Did I miss anyone? Who did I miss? Because if I miss someone, someone's gonna be very mad at me. Ulbrich, Cyrus, Tressa, Therian, Prim. Oh, Ophelia. Yeah, I was gonna miss Ophelia there. Oh, no. I would have, like, a good section of the internet, like, wielding their pitchforks and torches at me. Angie Look, I know that people love Kingdom Hearts, but Kingdom Hearts is one of those things where, since I never got into it, I feel intimidated by it. So maybe we'll talk about this on the Subnautica stream. I just don't know where to start with Kingdom Hearts. I don't know if I should start at the first game, because usually first games are so dated that they can leave a bad taste in people's mouths. Like, you have to understand, my husband tried to get me to watch the original Doctor Who, and I was like, I don't like it because it's in black and white and it's like low budget. I'm sorry, I just don't. And then he had me watch the new series, or he might have done it the other way around, but he had me watch the new series with Christopher Eccleston, and I was like, this is amazing! So sometimes when you start with an original, it can actually leave a bad taste in people's mouths, and so I'm like, but I also would want to play all of them to know all of the story, so like, what do I do? If I want to play Kingdom Hearts and I want to get into that rabbit hole, where do I start, you know? And yes, Angie, it is Aerith. So yeah, so the girl who voices Aerith in Final Fantasy VII, the remake, I believe, she has her own gaming channel on YouTube, and she played her own game, and it was really cool to watch it. She actually, like, teared up and cried a lot, because it was like her first big break in the voice acting business, and she was just she's proud of herself, and I would be too, you know? That's amazing. Can you imagine? Kalis says, Night, Vinny. I do suggest just checking out a vid of it so you can see the combat in action. I will, Kalis, and thank you so much for being in here, Kalis. You've been awesome. You guys have all been keeping me company. I've said this twice already, so I'm gonna actually close out now, especially because it seems like people are getting ready to head out. Thank you again, seriously, from the bottom of my heart, to everybody who has been in here. The channel is growing. It's making me happy to see that we're getting more and more people in the streams, chatting with us. It's been a lot of fun. It has only reiterated the feeling for me that this is what I want to be doing. I mean, there are so many days now where I'm like, I don't want to do anything today but stream. Like, my day is boring and like blah right now, but don't worry, you're streaming tonight, you'll have a lot more fun. And it really, like, it's just been wonderful. So thank you to everybody who's been in here. Like, you guys have been, especially, like, Kalis and Angie and Sean, you guys are, like, always in here. You're super supportive of me. I don't know what I did to deserve friends like you, but thank you, because you've been a huge instrumental help in just keeping me going, but also, like, keeping the streams alive enough that YouTube wants to share them and then bring in other people, you know what I mean? Because, like, having people in here is how we get more people to come in. So you guys have been a huge help. I really can't thank you enough. Like, seriously, thank you. I love you guys. So, that is that. That is the end of Octopath Traveler. And I'm going to take the next 2 days off, and I will see you guys on Tuesday, probably around 7 or 8. I might try to go back to some 7 o'clock streams and see how they do. I know that Angie and Sean like to go to bed like everyone starts getting tired around midnight, so we might do 7 o'clock. But I will see you guys on Tuesday for the first stream of Subnautica, and that's going to start around 7 or 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Facebook.com/VinnyAdventures and Twitter.com/VinnyAdventures. I always post all of my upcoming streams there. If you want to know when streams are going to be happening exactly, go and follow those pages. And then also make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure if anyone is still here who hasn't hit that like button, hit it, please, because YouTube will share this stream, this video, more if you do so. Every like really does count. I watch my analytics page, and the videos that have the most views are also the videos that have the most likes, and it's not always exactly correlated. It's like, trust me, I can tell in my data the likes matter. YouTube goes by this thing called impressions, and that's how many times they show your video in a sidebar, and they give me more impressions for every like that the stream gets. So do that, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys on Tuesday for the first episode of Subnautica. See you then.